Following D&D campaign is rated TV-MA LSVEE. It contains strong language, sexual situations, violence, extreme nerdiness, and evil player characters. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion is advised.
Okay, that is done. Take it away.
Awesome. Go ahead. It's Randy, right?
It's my turn. Yes,
Yeah.
I'm doing the recap this week. I didn't know how I was going to follow stuff, so I just did this. Here we go. Under dark, stormy weather, cloud giant sky layer, warm gnome in the rope trick, hanging up in thin air. Down below with the donkeys, I saw electric light. Strike Iliana and Llennoc they lived. The storm left us with a sight. The path was all washed away. I tried to climb, but I fell. And I was thinking to myself, so far this journey's not going so well. Pepino cast levitate, and the cart flew away. While we made it out of a tough spot, I've had enough today. Welcome to the Obsidian Isles. Such a lovely place, but keep a brisk pace. Plenty of loot on the Obsidian Isles, any time of year. Well, that's what I hear. Some folks were Jefferson twisted. He used them in their ends. He's got a lot of Barnacully boys that he calls friends. But Derik found some berries, sweet, filling wet. Made a good ration, but may come to regret. So we traveled for 6 days. Vadros on our minds, we found the Balthazar's bakery. They were forthcoming in kind. But still Elxaris wants a to-go cup today. Whispered words warning us of all the lies that brought us here today. Hey, welcome to the Obsidian Isles. Such a lovely place, but keep a brisk pace. There's no paper cups on the Obsidian Isles, but for a good time, try room 69. There's a halfling missing. Something just isn't right. Pig farmer's tractor, but the trail went cold. Looked like a big fight. The Elias Assembly kept this quiet for weeks. Other groups also disappeared, so they sent me with these freaks. If I was much smarter, I'd be running for the door, trying to book my passage back to the town where I was born. Beware, said my good sense, there's more here than you'd believe. We may solve this mystery tonight, but we may never leave.
Yay! Awesome!
Wow, guys. You know, we're only a few episodes in. The light shows that I expect by, week 30 are going to be out of the control. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Awesome.
Right.
Love it.
That's really wonderful.
Yeah, really
That was really good. So good. Okay, so after that wonderful recap, we will pick back up. You were, the four of you were actually heading in to the home of Corbin, the pig farmer, to acquire some bacon after you guys just had that conversation with him. So you guys want to walk in, and you walk into the what looks like the main room of his small home, and in there you see a few chairs, a rather large dining table, a nice hearth at the end, and he sort of like waves you towards the chairs to have a seat while he goes and grabs some bacon from what looks like an ice box in the corner. How much are you looking for?
Oh, maybe a pound or two.
Sure, no problem. Anything to keep you fed on this trip. If
Appreciate
you're doing
it.
this. Yeah. Wonderful. So he wraps it up for you and hands it over. If you think of anything else, let me know.
Oh, we'll be back.
Good luck.
Give him a nod and just scan about the house and head outside.
Okay. All right. So the pig farm wasn't too far off from the edge of town. So are you guys heading back into town? Is that where you're?
Oh, what do y'all think? Where should we go? Rest up for the night? Does anyone need rest, or should we find our compatriots and head out?
What time is it, Victoria?
At this point, okay, so you guys came in. I would say it's probably approaching supper time at this point. So.
Well, I suppose better to be traveling in the day.
Yeah. Let's wait till tomorrow. I could use a little rest.
It's only dinner time.
Have we rested since we got here? We haven't, right? We just like.
Yeah,
Sure.
you guys.
We got here
Yeah.
like an hour or two ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right, Iliana.
But I'm not really sure what her next step will be. And he did say something about big footprints, which is a little odd.
Perhaps we can see if they're still there.
Well, I think it would probably be best to wait for tomorrow if we may end up in a fight. I was also thinking we may be able to find more information here. The locals have been forthcoming, but if I heard them right, I do believe there's an assembly building here in town.
Right. We haven't been there yet, have we?
No, I think we heard it was locked up.
Oh, not a problem for us there, Locke, is it?
No, I was thinking we might be able to find a way in. Perhaps under cover of darkness.
Sounds like a fine evening to me.
At least maybe there will be some more clues about what might be in the area. Or what the purpose of... What was her name? Fen, the halfling?
Right.
Why she was out and about, and what happened to these other groups. I don't want to meet their fate. Whatever the fate was, we actually don't know.
Yeah, they weren't very.
They're just gone.
Yeah, they're just.
Missing.
A mystery is afoot. Well, we've got some bacon, so I'll call today a win.
Agreed.
If nothing else goes right. Pepino, are you looking to go to bed right away, or are you up for a little, some bacon? A
My God,
nightcap?
is he an old man that
Sneak
he's going to
about?
bed even before it's nighttime?
Well, how else can Pepino look so beautiful if he doesn't take 14 hours a day of beauty rest?
It's just good for your skin, you know. You just
Beauty's
want
in the
to.
eye of the beholder.
Is it? Is it? Lock, is it?
I mean,
Yes.
yes. Yes, Iliana is correct.
All right. Well, let's let's grab a drink. Let's wait a little bit.
All right.
Let it get dark, and let's look at the assembly building. Let's take a tour.
Far enough. I turn to head back into town with some pep in my step because I want to get some of this bacon prepared.
Okay.
It is. I'll follow him.
All right.
All right. You guys head back into town, and you go, retrace your steps. You walk back by Balthazar's. You see the assembly building. You see the inn tavern that you found earlier in the day. You see, like we said, there's like a small blacksmith, but really the rest of the buildings in this area seem pretty residential. There's not a whole lot here in terms of commerce.
I will look around. I don't think we had a plan to meet back up with Derik and Alex.
You guys did not see Alex go off. You only saw Derik.
Oh, right.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sure we noticed she's not around.
Right. But you notice she's not with you.
Yeah. Sure. It's quiet, isn't it? Say, where's Alex?
Yeah. And Derik's gone too.
Ah. Yes. Something was off, wasn't it?
Yeah, I've noticed Derik's had a lot of alone time with certain party members.
He likes the ladies, doesn't he?
He likes some one-on-one time. I don't know.
He had any alone time with you?
Not yet. A boy can dream.
I'm a little disappointed that nothing untoward happened when he and I were alone together, but oh well. Can't be everyone's type, I suppose.
Yeah.
I've heard that beauty's in the eye of the beholder, Locke. And I kind of jokingly look at Iliana like,
Wise words indeed. Especially when Iliana said them.
Aye, she says it better than I do, I think. Where should we get a drink then?
Have we established where we're staying?
Bar?
Or,
No.
Okay.
Yeah, Llennoc found the inn tavern that's across the street from Balthazar's earlier in the day, but you guys have not gone in or anything like that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, let's go over there then.
All right.
Cool.
So you guys open the single door to a very small 4-table, 4 chairs at the bar tavern. There's one staircase. It's not even like an open staircase. It's like a closed staircase in the back left part of the building that clearly is what goes up to the rooms. And it's still early enough in the day that you don't see any of like the locals in the space yet, if they were going to come here. But you do just see a human woman behind the bar, just putting things out, getting ready for the evening. She said, "Oh, hello. Can I help you all?"
I'm gonna stay back a bit.
Yeah. 3 rooms, please.
Oh, sure. That's okay. That's perfect. That's all I have. So that works. Luckily, we don't have anyone visiting. Oh, yeah, sure. Is that all I can get you? Let me get the keys. Sure. How long are you staying?
What do you guys think? Like a day?
Let's stay the night for now.
For a day for now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then it's just a silver a room a night.
Sounds great.
Okay. Fantastic.
And then I'll look at you guys.
I will hand over my silver base.
Yeah.
I will give her a silver piece as well.
Just mark that in my note.
Yep.
Okay.
If I have my D&D Beyond pulled up ahead of time tonight.
Wonderful.
Watch out.
Wonderful.
4 episodes.
So she takes the 3 silver and pockets them, and like ties her long curly hair back up into a bun and says, "Anything else I can help you with before I get back to it?"
Is this? Sorry, go ahead, Pepino.
Oh, I was gonna say, is this when we want this is the inn and a tavern?
Yes.
Is this
yeah.
the Nail and Crow?
Yes.
Okay.
And then is this like a front desk, or are we at the bar?
You're at the bar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
it's
get
a very
around.
small room.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Just ale or something stronger?
Oh.
Strongest
Ale.
you have for me.
Something stronger, but something off the rail here. We don't need anything too expensive.
Oh, well, it's Vidras. We don't have anything too expensive. Your option is ale or something stronger.
Fair
like
enough.
Literally, yeah. Okay. So
Actually,
she poured.
to water. I'm just going
To-
to water.
Oh, okay. Sure, a water and something stronger.
A strong water.
Okay, strong water. Yeah.
That means it has ice, I think. It's
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
It's
So,
It's that hard water that'll
yeah.
get you.
and
So
what's
she
your name,
procures-
miss?
Oh, my name is Nanoka, but everyone calls me Nan.
Ah, well, pleasure to make your acquaintance, Nanika.
You as well. Did you come in from Harasa?
I'm just gonna say it. I did. I'm not sure about this lot. But I came in from over there. I have some business in the area.
Oh, okay.
Say,
Well-
I don't suppose you can heat up bacon, could you?
Oh, sure. I mean, I'll have to call Corbin to get some because I didn't get any for today. But
Oh, I actually happen to have, and I'll take the package out. About a pound of bacon, but I hate for it to go bad before I have a chance to get it nice and crispy.
oh,
If you
sure.
don't- I'll pay you for the
No, I-
service, of course.
Of course. Oh, yeah. No, I don't mind. It'll be a few minutes. But of course, I can do that for you.
Take your time, thank you.
Yeah, let's
All
fire
right.
it
So
up.
she'll procure a water and 3 whiskey-like drinks, whiskey adjacent, and then we'll head back into the back, and you can hear her. It's clearly a small room, not a lot of separation, and you can hear her preparing the bacon.
Nice.
So what's your obsession with bacon?
Oh, well, I mean, have you had bacon before?
Yeah.
Yes, I've had bacon
Oh,
before.
well, then there's your answer. I don't know. I can't put into words the divine goodness that can be found in bacon. Nice, crispy bacon.
I mean,
Nature's
we were,
candy.
yeah, exactly. Nature's candy.
Yeah.
Perfect. You know, and I think if we had a pig farm, may as well.
All right.
I always thought nature's candy was more like fruit, berries.
Well, perhaps we can wrap some bacon around a Bart's-and-Berry. Huh? Yeah?
Well, that's
I would not-
brilliant.
I would
Candy
not
bacon.
stand for sacrilege.
Bacon money for
Nice.
You put a berry in a piece of bacon. I'm gone.
Understood,
That's-
Iliana.
That's where we draw the line.
I had to draw the line somewhere.
That's the line in the sand. Bacon. All right.
Well, I'll be sure not to do such a thing in your presence then.
I definitely won't remember that or use that in a future instance, so you have nothing to worry about. Yeah,
Right.
let's make ourselves at home.
All right.
So it's not long before you get that sort of smoky bacon smell that's like wafting in. And she brings out a tray, and you can just sort of tell the way that it's glistening. It is like the best bacon you could possibly have found. Like it's the kind that just like almost melts in your mouth when you put it on your tongue.
Some of the heat got in my eye. Oh, I wipe a tear.
Or like pull out a handkerchief and
I'll say thank you so much, Pepino.
Oh,
Miss, you have something that's not bacon.
I mean, yeah, we have a plate of things for dinner. I'm not quite finished pulling it together yet, but it looks like it's going to be a
As soon
fish
as it's
stew.
ready, I'll be right here.
Okay, absolutely. As soon as it's ready, I'll bring some out for you.
Thank you very much.
You're so welcome.
So, Nan, do you ever drink with, are you allowed to drink on the job?
Oh, well, I try and reserve that for later in the evening,
Okay.
so that way I can.
Noted.
It's a one-woman show here, so.
Understood. So tell me a little bit about Vadras here. You been here a while, or?
Only about a year or so. I started in Harasa and moved out here once they settled. So, it's a quiet little town. But once we get more supplies and more residents moved in, it'll pick up, I'm sure.
Ah, are you waiting more on supplies or residents?
A little bit of both, to be honest with you. Supplies don't do any good if you don't have anyone to move them or use them.
Right. Well, I'll just turn over to everyone else and try not to harass her with too many questions.
I'll be back with your stew, darling.
Should probably ask her if she's seen any big things in the woods. Anything that'd make those big footprints that what's his name was talking about? Corbin.
Aye, that's okay. Where was Corbin from? Is he Corbin?
Corbin was the one we just got. You just got the bacon.
Pig farmers.
I got the pig. Okay.
Got the bacon from Llennoc.
Thanks.
He's just in pure bliss from the bacon.
For real?
He's too euphoric.
Who's Corbin?
He's lost in the euphoria of that perfectly cooked bacon.
It's beautiful.
Wow.
Well, here we are.
I don't know. It's kind of a quiet town. It's a little weird that people are disappearing and
Aye.
nobody is showing concern.
Right?
Yeah.
Some folks...
Is there anyone in the bar with us or in this place with us currently, Victoria?
Not yet. It was just starting to be the end of the workday when you guys had left Corbin's, so it's probably just a little early for people to be filtering in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there a certain aesthetic in here, like hunting trophies on the wall, or just like rundown, or?
It is very. It's actually very plain and simple. Yeah. So like I said, there's only the 4 small tables. Each of them only hold 4 people. There's the 4 seats at the bar, and that's about it. It's all made of sort of that same kind of rosewood colored wood that you saw in Harassa and throughout the rest of the Vidras. So you're getting the idea that it's probably just built out of a local wood they cleared to throughout the buildings. Unlike Harassa, you are getting the idea, though, that Vidras is not built on the ruins of a previous city. It looks like it's been all sort of thrown together from new construction.
Okay, man.
Yeah, but she has not decorated the place or anything yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah. She comes around the corner. It's very warm, dear, so just be very careful. But here's some stew and some bread for you.
Oh, thank you so much.
Of course, you're welcome. Anything else I can
for
get
you? Have
yeah,
you
of course.
been out walking in the woods much?
Oh, no, I don't really have time to, and neither would I. I mean, it's...
Have you heard of any giant creatures?
I mean, there's wild creatures out there, and who knows what's going on with the people that have gone missing so far. But
Right.
yeah, the woods aren't really somewhere that we like to travel. In fact, I don't really go to the beach that much either. Just it's wilderness out here. We're on the edge.
What do you do for fun?
Well, luckily I own a tavern, so a lot of the fun is here. I drink. There's a couple of my neighbors that play an instrument or two, but read. There's not a lot going on out here,
Oh, where'd you get your books? I noticed there's no library here.
Oh, no, just things that we brought along ourselves, Hopefully one day those supplies will finally make it through and I can stop reading the same 3 books.
Absolutely. We'll see what we can do for you. Thank you for the food.
Oh, you're so welcome.
How much do I owe you?
Oh, for that, just 5 copper.
Okay, I'll give her 5 copper. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
What do I owe you for the drink?
Oh, thank you. I don't know what 2 silver for the lot, really. It's not much.
Make it 4 and you can have one for yourself once you're ready to drink tonight.
I appreciate it. Did the bacon turn out okay?
Oh, phenomenal.
Fantastic. All right. Well, I'll just be behind the bar if you guys need anything else.
Well, there is something, Nan. Looking to do some hunting tomorrow around the city, outside of the city a fair bit. Don't want to chase anything into the city. I was wondering if there's any large game around these parts that you're aware of.
I mean, they hunt on occasion. Some of the residents here, but for the most part, no one really goes into the woods, and the wild animals, except for the occasional stray, don't come into town. We've barricaded the edges of the forest pretty well to avoid set fires and on torches and things, keep them out. We don't have a militia or anything to protect ourselves, so
I see.
and just that's why Corbin's so important. Gotta live on bacon. Bacon and fish.
There are worse things,
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Not a problem. I appreciate your time and energy here tonight.
Of course. If there's anything else, you know where to find me.
Thank you.
So is it like Deadsville in here? It's just us.
Yeah. Seems like it.
Frankly, drink in this lonely place.
Yeah. And so the only people that have gone missing have been assembly members, right? Has anyone gone missing, that lives here that we know of?
You guys, they actually mentioned, the only people that mentioned people that were missing were Coriana. Everyone else said that it was merchants that went missing, so not assembly members. Yeah.
I thought there was an assembly team that went out and didn't come back.
Oh, a few before us.
Yeah, I have that in my notes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the ones that Coriana mentioned, but they did not mention that when you left the assembly.
Yeah, that was
those
withheld from us.
Yes.
Conveniently. Okay.
Oh, I wonder where Derik and Alex got off to.
They've been gone a while. They've been gone for a long time. Do you guys want to go look for them, or do you think they'll find us, right?
I mean, we are in a new town. We should probably try to at least keep track of them and not just expect that they're okay.
Derik seems like he's a very capable young man, and that he
Have
can
you talked to
definitely.
Derik that much?
Are we talking about the same Derik, perhaps?
I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, guys.
Because as you said, I've had a few private conversations with him, and I don't quite pick up the same thing that you're picking up.
And even then, I know Elxaris is a very grounded and sociable person who can obviously ask for help whenever she needs it. That's what I only know a few things about those two, but that's what I know.
I see. I'm going to swig the rest of my drink.
I think that we should probably at least go looking for them. I can go and look for them if you want me to.
I think it wouldn't hurt. Maybe before we head over to our other place, I'll kind of look around our other location for the night.
I don't think we need to be very discreet here, to be honest. I think that we could get away with almost anything. Yeah, it's strange. Have we noticed any other assembly groups coming through here, or on the road here, or anything?
No.
It's a one-way trip.
Yeah, I mean, actually make just a straight intelligence check for me.
20. What's my intelligence? It should be high. 22.
You're in
22.
Okay.
I'm a smart boy.
Yes, I was going to say. Yeah, so I will say that you didn't notice, there are on your trip here, you notice some grooves in the trail up to the point where you guys went, and then every time you look down the cliff, since you had kind of traversed above it, you'd see where there were tracks, but they weren't well traveled. And I will say probably would have been on day 3. You saw some sails out in the distance. So there was clearly like a ship going by further out, but that's really the only traffic that you saw.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's no like guards or anything. It's just a lawless place. All right.
Yeah, you guys are on the edge of civilization, a little pioneer town.
Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah, guys, I think that we should just finish up these drinks, finish up our next drinks, and then go to the assembly after looking for Derik and Elxaris. How does that sound? I mean, I can't think of anywhere else of note that we would want to
Good.
I
journey to.
perhaps we can check the shoreline where we. Who else was with me when we found Elxaris?
I was there.
Okay.
I was there.
Where
Yeah,
we
it was
found
very
her.
strange.
Yeah.
It was not. She was covered. She wasn't like covered in seaweed or anything like that, right? She was just standing there.
She was
she like
standing.
wet?
No, she wasn't. I mean, the bottom half of her legs were wet because she was standing about ankle deep in the, in the tide. But
Just staring.
yeah, just
Staring at the horizon. All right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right.
Waiting for breakfast, I believe. Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hearing you say your plan, Nan runs over. Did you need another round? As she brings a little tray with a round on it.
That would be phenomenal, Nan. Thank you.
So welcome. Here you go. Enjoy.
Thank you.
I take those well.
With that, Locke is going to pull out his lute and sit on a empty table and start to play a jaunty tune.
Ooh.
All right.
Something upbeat.
I'll tap along the bar.
Pepino will straight up dance. Pepino
Probably
will...
some entertainment.
I'll start clapping
go.
when Pepino dances to the beat.
Pepino dances with no regard.
Leon
He
just like
doesn't.
folds her arms and just like leans back and just watches everyone giggling to herself.
There you go. Wonderful. Yeah, you see Nan. She's definitely, moving along to the music as she's preparing the bar for the evening.
Give Locke some applause when he's done. Oh, well done, Locke. Well done.
Thank you. May as well enjoy a few tunes.
Mm-hmm.
Any requests, anyone?
Oh, well, there was a very dirty song that rhymed almost like a limerick. Oh,
I know a great one.
oh, I would love to hear it.
Yes, well, I happen to know about 20 verses. It'll take a minute, but I think you'll enjoy it. It's called The Bowl at Carrymure. And he'll start playing the song. It's filthy.
Nice. I'm going to crack up.
It's it's a tavern song. It's
Perfect.
It's actually a real song.
Nice. All the juvenile humor, I'm there. I'm like,
Yeah.
he said butts.
You see Nan blushing behind the bar.
Yeah, it's definitely the kind of song that would be like a drinking song, the kind of song that fishermen and sailors would sing.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause that's where Locke learned all his music. And he knows 400 of these.
Beautiful.
The kind of song that Iliana would thumbs down on Pandora. Probably.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Going to
Skip.
take whatever food that is carryable. It's like if there's any bread or anything, and just kind of like walk outside just to chill there.
Okay.
Nice.
All right, you head out. And as you finish your tune, Locke, Nan looks up and said, "Well, normally we don't hear those until later in the evening, but thank you. That round is on me for the, starting the evening off right."
Of course. Well, special requests and all that. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank both of you. That was...
Yeah, if we're not eaten by monsters or something, I'll come back and play some other time.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's usually a couple hours from now when we have the crew come in. They stay out until dark. I don't know.
Well, I'm gonna do like a fake stretch. Oh, I think it's time I stretch these old bones a bit. Be catching you later then, perhaps, Nan. Pleasure to meet you.
Sounds great. Pleasure to meet you as well.
I'm gonna head outside with my
She hurries
bacon in my
back around the
bag.
bar.
Yeah, let's head out.
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, Iliana.
Finally done with your singing, I see.
Look over to Locke.
Yeah. You said that was 20 verses? So is that just like a 15-minute song or something? Or what?
I mean, he knows 20 verses off the top of his head.
Okay.
Each one a little bit dirtier than the last.
Mm.
But there's more.
Okay.
Nice.
Can't wait.
More. Well.
It's got a pretty simple rhyme scheme. It's easy to make up your own.
You want to give it a go, Iliana?
What to go?
Oh, Locke said it's a pretty easy song to rhyme to. Thought maybe you'd like to come up with a verse or two. You seem the creative type.
Oh, I know the song. I've heard the song before. I just didn't feel like hearing it today.
Understood. Well, where are we off to then?
Noted.
Are we ready to go?
Yeah, let's go find our friends.
Cool.
I'll go with Pepino, lead with Pepino or whatever, down to where I saw Elxaris earlier.
Okay, Derik, you guys did not see Elxaris leave, remember?
She snuck off like a ninja in the night.
Yeah.
Oh,
Elxaris
I'm
snuck
sorry.
off. Yeah.
At the shoreline where I found her this morning.
Yes.
Where we
Oh.
found her
Well,
this morning.
a few did, yeah.
It was a different
Yeah,
shore.
it was a week ago. Yeah, at a
Oh,
different
really?
shoreline.
Oops.
Yeah, that's okay. We're in a different town.
What is
That's
time?
okay.
What is time?
I know.
Oh, that
it's so
storm
funky.
did a number on
Are
me.
you sure you
The
didn't
rope.
Are you sure you didn't drink too much, Llennoc?
I think I fell
Did
on
you eat one of
my
those
arse too many
berries?
times. Yeah, I'm trying to get up that slope.
Yeah. But you can head to the beach if that's where you want to try and go.
All right. Yeah, let's do that.
All right.
We'll
Alright,
walk
so-
with purpose.
All right. So you make your way down towards the beach. You see the two piers that they have. You can see off in the distance the fishing boats that are still out there, probably finishing up for the day. And I would say, are you guys? How are you like looking for them? Are you just kind of like looking around to see if you see them? What are you guys doing?
Keep a careful eye out.
I feel like until prompted not to, probably by Iliana, I would just call out their names as I'm walking, as if they're like lost
Leon's
animals.
just gonna walk away and just walk down the beach looking for them.
Okay.
Derik. Look, Derik. Like
Okay.
trying to
All
call him
right.
like a cat or something.
Okay. So
Like jingle
let's
stuff. Like
Pepino,
Jingle
you
some
make a persuasion check, and Iliana, why don't you make a perception check?
I'm gonna put my hand on Pepino's shoulder and use thaumaturgy just so his voice can boom up
thank
to
you.
3 times as
Just like
loud for a
boom.
minute.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So what was a relatively normal shout of Derik with a jingle jingle, Derik is now 3 times larger, and you can
Yeah.
see a movement out on the out in the boats that clearly they can hear you at the fishing.
Yeah.
The fishermen can hear you now,
Good.
looking for Derik.
Good. If anyone
would-
talks to me, I'll be like, "Yeah, I lost my Derik, my little Derik."
Okay, there you go. All right. Persuasion and perception. What'd you guys have?
I got a 16.
16. Okay.
Got
Yeah.
a 10 for perception.
10 for perception. Okay. I will say persuasion. All right. So, you guys are looking around, you're shouting for them. You don't see any movement from either side of the shoreline. And you guys are kind of like looking on the sand itself, and you don't necessarily you see some like footsteps and things that kind of like veer here and there, but you don't see anything that you necessarily think is theirs.
Yeah.
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 Are there any people along the beach? Around Pepino and anyone I can ask, like, hey, have you seen? I feel like they stick out enough where if I were to ask around, might be my go-to.
Yeah, I would say that there's probably one person down at the furthest pier that's like just pulling in rope and is clearly prepping the pier to receive all the fishermen for the evening. You see just like one person out there.
I'll probably head over and just, good day. Don't suppose you've seen looking for a couple of friends of mine. One has a big billowing cape. The other one, a
Cyclops.
big eye patch with a feather or something.
Oh, yeah. When would they have been down here?
Oh, sometime in the past few hours.
Oh, well, I came from that direction. I didn't see anyone, but I've been. And he kind of points around the corner, and you see like a little shack over there. I didn't see anyone go that direction, so that would be the only way. And he kind of points you what would be sort of east along the shoreline. So.
Okay, I'll go. Thank you, sir.
You're
I'll go
welcome.
check out the shack.
All right, and he goes right back to work. You were an odd-looking bunch. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, don't mind us. All right, I'll head over. Imagine someone nearby. I mean, if anyone was nearby, they'd hear, but otherwise I'd just walk over and try and take a look in that direction or investigate the shack if there's nothing else past it.
Okay, so he said he was in the shack the whole time.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So yeah, so he said if they were that direction, he would have seen them. So he was pointing you east where there wasn't anything. But if you want to investigate do you want to go look east or do you want to go west where the shack is?
East, the opposite direction, not the area where he was, but.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation check. Unless you would rather make a survival check because you're looking for like where they were versus.
What would I rather do? That's an excellent question. Oh, I'd rather do an investigation check.
I would also be helping you with whatever you're trying to do.
Ooh, okay.
There you go. There you go.
So, 15 plus 5, 20. Investigation.
20. All right, dirty 20. Yeah, for sure.
Dirty 20.
So after being sort of pointed in the right direction, you see what look like a pair of footfalls. And you can see one set sort of weaves in and out of where the tide was. So you kind of lose them and gain them and lose them and gain them. But you, having been the one that found Elxaris, you think this is probably Derik and Elxaris just kind of going in and out of the water, in and out of the waves. But it looks like that it goes a ways down the beach.
Oh, I might have found something. Can't be sure, but it was about the right size footprints and explain, my reasoning. We can head down this way some more if we've got the time.
Does it look like they were walking close enough to hold hands?
Um.
Well, I'm asking Llennoc.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'll just
Yeah, it's
either
okay.
way. I'll be like, it looks like it. Yeah, in fact,
Yeah.
they're awfully close here and there, and you can see them run up from probably where the tide washed in, almost spry like little steps, like that,
Oh, okay.
and I'll mimic it, sort of silly like.
Good for them. Well, if that's the case, they're probably going to be gone for a little while. I don't know. Should we just keep looking, or?
Well, we've got some work to do tonight and in the morning.
Yeah.
What do you all
And
think?
I don't want to interrupt them with whatever they're doing either. So, especially for work.
Right.
Yeah.
Locke, Iliana, what do you all think?
Well, I'm a bit concerned just because we knew people were disappearing around here and they chose to just sort of wander off regardless.
Right.
Seems a bit foolish. Although that sort of fits.
Yeah.
But still.
It seems like textbook Derik to do that, so I'm not too worried.
Where's Jefferson when you need him?
Excellent question.
I've seen Derik in a fight. He's got a strong swinging arm, that's for sure. Saw him stave in one of those Colin's heads, hit 2 others, so
Wow.
he can take care of himself.
Good to know.
But still, whole groups have disappeared.
So, just to clarify, he made physical contact with an enemy, and
Multiple enemies
And-
more than once, and
And-
killed one of them outright.
got it. Okay,
So did Iliana.
and he knows
Well,
that wasn't like a
That I can
trick,
see.
right? He knows that wasn't like a staged. Per se.
That honestly did confuse me when he thought it was a performance. He definitely didn't when we were fighting the Colons.
Okay.
Oh, good.
In
Another
fact,
layer added
if anything,
to
that
Derik.
was sort of when his strange behavior began.
Do you
He
think
seemed all right before then.
the violence awoke something inside him?
Perhaps disconnected from reality. It can happen. Not everyone can handle it.
No.
Well,
Victoria, Eliana's looking for seashells as she's walking because she's kind of walked down the shore a little bit.
Okay. Wonderful. Just make an investigation check for me whenever, so I know what kind of seashells you find.
That's a 10 total.
10 total. All right. You find a few pieces of broken coral, a couple of standard shells. Nothing, out of the ordinary or unique, but a good collection of shells.
Iliana picks them up and puts them gently into whatever sack that she's carrying with her, or pouch or whatever.
Okay, you have a handful of seashells now.
what you got there, Iliana? I'm gonna be right over your shoulder. What?
Just way too loud.
Right? Yeah. Oh, what you got there, Iliana?
Goodness, you're shouting enough to wake the dead.
Oh, sorry. I got a bit excited there.
From seashells. Do you
Oh,
collect seashells? Do you collect anything yourself, Llennoc?
can't say that I do, but
I mean, I don't collect seashells, but I collect things from places I've been. So, yeah, haven't been to the ocean that much. So
that is so romantic.
So you're not a seashell enthusiast. It's just
no, just
You like
something
that?
to remember the day by.
gotcha.
Oh, gonna fist bump your shoulder lightly. Oh, all right. Didn't know you had such a romantic side.
So you're fist bumping my shoulder because I have a romantic side.
Right, well, I didn't want to, go in for a hug or anything without.
Yeah.
Just keep it friendly.
Takes just one step back.
Nice.
Mention of a hug.
Well, I suppose we should press on then. At least listen for them. If we know they're all right. I know the sounds could be similar to a battle, but
Did you find anything?
just the footprints lead on further down the beach here.
And you're not concerned that they're in trouble?
I'm a bit concerned. I think if I could at least hear or see them or something like that, know that they're all right, I'd feel better about it. But Locke brought up a good point. Maybe folks go missing.
Okay, well, I guess we can continue on. That sounds fine. I guess it's kind of on their heads since they wandered off in the first place away from the group.
I'm sure they had a plan.
Do you think they did? Because I really don't
I
think
just
they
don't
did.
know. Yeah. Let's take a peek for them and,
For sure
and go
have a
from
plan.
there. We can spend another, what do we have, another half hour or so before we need to get over to our other location.
Yeah.
I'm just checking her out, always.
Okay. Iliana kind of looks around, questioning, why are you looking? Are you expecting someone, Llennoc? Do you think that we might be followed here in this town?
Oh, there's quite a bit of mystery here, so you just never know. If someone's looking to keep things covered up, then we might fall under that umbrella. So, best to keep an eye out.
We could stand here chatting all night. We should probably get going.
Do you think someone's following us? Is that what you're?
Oh, I think perhaps. Could just be the crabs.
All right. In that case, I'm gonna open up my vest, let Guillermo out. I'm gonna tell him to just keep an eye out behind us.
Okay.
To let me know. Just let me know if
Okay.
anything happens.
I'm gonna march ahead and follow the tracks in hopes of spotting them or something.
Okay. Approximately how long are you going to follow them?
personally, I would do no more than a half an hour. I figure it's probably getting pretty dark. I don't want to waste our time visiting the... I want to make sure we get to the assembly at a good time.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you're probably about 45 minutes to an hour from sundown. So I would say about 20 minutes into your walk, you see where, the cliffs that, line the shore kind of go in and out all the time. And then there's, you get to about a point where there's a cliff that comes almost all the way to the shoreline. And as you come around that corner, you can see that there's like a small little cove in there. As you're walking, it's pretty obvious. There's a ton of foot traffic in this area, and there's even like some cartwheels. But amongst what is going on the ground over here, you have lost the trail.
Okay. Well, I've lost the trail, unfortunately. There's a bunch of foot traffic here. I don't know.
I say we go and, check out the assembly hall. Is that where we're going next?
Yeah.
We've spent too much time on this already, I think. Sorry for the trouble.
Whatever.
Just to make sure I've described it correctly, so there's a whole bunch of tracks, and then there's the set of cart wheels that are like in and out of the cove, but then past that there's nothing. So just
okay. Is the cove how far? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
If we went past these tracks, there may be more.
All right, Locke, you make a good, a compelling argument.
And do we see many carts in the area at all? Now, we did walk past a bunch of fishermen, and Locke would have definitely been paying attention to them. Did it look like they were using carts?
Well, the fishermen were still out on their boats. There was just that one guy, but you did not see any like cart tracks along the beach at all. You just see the set of cart tracks that went in and out from this like cave area, right?
Carts, of course, being used for supplies.
Right, exactly.
I don't know. I'm a bit worried about this. If they've both gone missing, and there's cart tracks here. How can we see? Is it the cove just open space in the cliffs, or does it cut inland? Excuse me. Like, would I be able to see down that area where the foot traffic is?
So you look down. I would say just make a perception check for me.
Perception is 15.
15. Okay. I would say with a 15, it looks like a normal cove, just like, and there's just that small like notch into the rocks, but it's not, as far as you can tell, it's not like a true cave or anything. There are foot tracks like right in that entrance and everything, but just past where those foot tracks are, it's just sand again. There's no tracks, nothing.
Can I check the wall? Just like give it a look-see and see why everything's missing?
Yeah, make an investigation check for me.
I'm going to approach it as slowly as I can. 1 plus 5 is 6.
Is 6, yeah. You kind of feel your hand across it, and it's a little slimy, but you don't notice anything weird about it. It's rock.
Strange. I kind of look back at everyone.
What's strange?
The tracks, they disappear around here. There's cart tracks, foot traffic, but nothing down the beach we came from except Derik and Elxaris. So where'd they come from and where'd they go?
Cotton Eye Joe.
Nice.
I didn't want to say it.
It's a mystery.
Yes, it is. Locke's going to start looking around too, see if he can figure out
I'll back out.
any more clues.
Okay, what are you looking for? Like, how are you looking?
Like, how the heck did the cart disappear here?
Okay. Go ahead and make a perception check for me.
All right. Anybody have a guess to what my result might be?
Is it a
7.
17?
Yeah.
Very high.
30.
32.
Not
Saw
paying
32.
attention. My result was 17.
Oh, that's what I said. I win.
Nice.
Okay,
Awesome.
so 17. With a 17, I would say with a 17 that you notice that amongst the footsteps there are horse tracks, and they're all kind of going into that cove area, and you notice that they sort of like disappear near the rocks, but you can't really tell how or why.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He'll kind of motion everybody over to take a look at what he just saw. Sort of
Come up
point it
and
out.
start rubbing your shoulders. What you got, Locke? What'd you find? Trying to psych you up for solving the mystery. Yeah. What'd you find, Locke? Except not whisper creepy like that.
No, it was just as creepy.
Yeah, just take a look here. This doesn't make sense.
Pepino, have you ever seen anything like this? Things just
Unless it
vanish.
was levitated. I mean, we levitated our cart, but where would it go? There's nowhere around here for it to go, is there?
Yeah. Well, first off, I promise I haven't hidden anything or our friends. So I just want to get that. Just want to clear that up.
All right.
No, I haven't seen anything like this.
Good to know. Iliana just sits down on the beach, looking at her seashells.
I think we should just chalk it up to a loss. Just, you know,
I mean, I'm almost
work with what we got. You know?
almost regretting telling you guys that we should look for them, because this has been going on for quite a while. I wasn't expecting it to be this.
We've been out here for an hour.
Oh,
My legs are tired. Okay. My legs.
Well, maybe we'll solve the mystery another time then.
Yeah.
fair enough. To the assembly then.
Let's do it.
Okay.
All right.
So as the sun starts to set, out in the west, and it reflects along the ocean, you make your way back to the piers, and you can see that the piers are now filled up with small fishing boats that are all tied up along it. There's, traps and things that looks like everyone's gone into town for the evening, but they've all made it in. Yeah. The lights are starting to be illuminated throughout the city. Or I'm sorry, town. It's not even a city.
I admire the romanticism to a soft, light lit town. All right. I'm gonna.
Ever seen a town alight before?
Oh, of course. Oh, Iliana, don't pretend like
Yeah.
you don't see the beauty in this. There's so
Give the man
much.
some credit.
I mean, have you not seen surely you've seen a town that's bigger than this, that has more lights, a
Aye,
little more
but
impressive.
Beauty's
such
in the
an
eye of the
idyllic. So I'm just gonna pause at hearing that because I can't top that. I'll be like, oh,
Yeah, Glare,
well, I'd like to try and case the joint if I could, the assembly, see if there's anyone in there watching, and if there's any easy access, windows, doors, things like that, if I can, as inconspicuously as possible.
Okay. So are you doing it like from up close, or are you doing it from like across the street, trying to like look at it from a distance?
I think I'd probably do a check first from across the street. That'd probably be my go-to.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead and just make a perception check for me, please.
Okay. Perception. All right. Oh, 15.
15? Okay. It looks dark. It doesn't look like there's any movement. You can tell just kind of from there's clearly like footpaths to and from it. But doesn't look like anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I think maybe I'll go look for an obscured wall or something, see if we can find a safe way in. Anyone want to come with me, or you want to?
I'll help you.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll work around the other way. And
Maybe-
Locke's gonna be all sneaky.
Ooh, yeah. I'll try to.
Okay. All right.
I was gonna say maybe I should just go on the front door and try and distract anyone who's there.
You are a great distraction. Yes,
Go
that's a good
for
idea.
it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Uh,
All right.
Yeah,
So
we can-
so Locke is going around one way, and Llennoc is going around the other way, and then we've got Pepino going in the front door.
running
And-
interference.
Iliana's going to I'm going to stand watch and kind of like slowly kind of walk around the perimeter to see if anyone's approaching.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. So can I get stealth checks from Locke and Llennoc? Can I get a perception check from Iliana? And then Pepino, you approach the door. You still have Guillermo out and about, right?
He's just floating. He's just flying around. He's doing
Okay,
his thing.
got it. Okay,
Yeah.
just wanted to make sure. So you go and approach the front door, and you notice that it's locked.
I will bang on the door.
Okay. Okay. As you bang on the door, what do we got for stealth checks?
Oh, stealth, I got a 15.
A 15. Okay.
21.
Ooh.
21. Okay. And a perception check, Steph.
16.
16. Okay. Okay. I will say that Steph, you're watching, it's you see some people kind of like moving out in the distance on the road. Nobody really seems to be like stopping and talking in the street. You can hear noise in the tavern that you were just in. Clearly people have started to gather in there, but you don't necessarily see anyone eyeing you guys or watching you.
Okay.
And Pepino, you would have gotten the same information from Guillermo.
Okay.
And nobody seems to be answering the door. And Locke and Llennoc, you guys make your way along the side. There are no windows on either side that you guys are going to, but you come around to the back, and it looks like there's a door in the back and a pair of windows flanking it. So.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Take a look through the window if I can.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
12.
A 12? Okay. It's pretty. You're tiefling, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you have dark vision. Okay. It's dark in there, but you can tell that the room that you're looking into looks like a back office with a desk, a pair of desks that are facing the door that you would walk into. So.
Okay. Looks like an office lock.
Oh, excellent. That's probably going to have information, maybe files in it, something we can read up on. Suppose the door's probably locked.
How are you checking for traps and such?
I don't have that particular skill.
Oh, understood. All right, I guess I can take a look at it then. And I guess I'd like to just make sure that see if it's locked and see if it's trapped.
Okay.
And see if it's locked.
Okay. Just do a perception check for me. So, and while you guys are doing this, you can hear Pepino kind of banging on the door.
Nice.
Too. Are you continuing to do that, Pepino, or once it doesn't, no one comes out, you're done?
I'll do like the Eric Andre, like, let me in.
Okay. Okay. All right. As the scene continues at the front door, what did you get at the back door?
17.
17. Okay. So you can tell that it's not trapped. It is locked.
Okay.
But it seems like a regular lock.
All right. I'll give it the old unlock attempt with my thieves' tools.
Okay. All right. Go right ahead.
This 2, let's say 7.
A 7? Okay. Yeah, with a 7, you try to kind of maneuver it, and it just doesn't seem to quite want to go. It seems to be stuck. Yeah. Probably the humidity.
Locke's gonna come up behind Llennoc, put his arm around him, get in real close.
Nice. Oh.
He's gonna say, I know you can do this. I know you've got the skills. Take it easy, calm down. I've got your back. And you're inspired.
All right. Thank you, Locke.
You can try it one more time. Go ahead.
I'll refocus. All right. Should I roll again, or should I use my inspiration?
Yeah, you're going to have to roll again.
Okay.
Yeah. The DC went up, and you are inspired.
Okay, I rolled a 20, and I have 1 + 2, so 23.
23. Okay. Okay, so I would say with a 23, you keep at it, and finally it seems like between Locke's words and just concentrating, you're able to pop it open. And it creaks open towards you.
You're right.
I knew you could do it. I knew.
Right. I'll try and open the door and pull it open.
Okay, yeah. It just creaks open towards you. Yeah.
We should let the others know, right?
No, we shouldn't. We should just go in and get what we need.
All right. You want to go in? I'll keep watch here.
Well, unless... I don't know, we've already snuck in this far. I hate to sort of go back. Oh, fine. I'll do it. I'll be right back. You start looking.
Fair enough.
And Locke will sneak back around.
Nice.
Okay. All right. So while he's sneaking around, what are you looking for? So you open it into the room, and you can see that it's 2 very simple desks. They just have a drawer on each of them, not like they don't have like big drawers on either side. It's just one simple drawer.
Mm-hmm.
There's a few basic like paintings on the walls behind them, a pair of chairs, and then directly in front of you is another door into a windowless room that's in front of you.
Oh, let's see. With my PI background, I think I'm going to figure that information they want hidden will probably be hidden in plain sight or hidden somewhere. So I might look behind the paintings, see if there's anything, hidden behind there.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation. Yeah, go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
19. Woo!
A 19.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With a 19, you kind of are, you lift up the paintings. Doesn't look like there's anything behind the walls. But as you're putting one of the paintings back, your hand just kind of like brushes across the back of it, and you find like a small key.
Ooh, okay. I will head over to the drawers. Or are there any in the desks? Are there any keyholes?
It looks like there's a small keyhole on each of them that is smaller than the key that you found. Yeah.
All right, I will pocket the key. And just being cautious, I just want to see if there's anything triggery or trappy about these drawers before I try and open them.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
8.
8? Okay, yeah. They look like just small desk drawers. Yeah.
I will try and open them.
Okay. Go ahead and make 2 attempts for me, 1 for each. And while you're doing that, Locke, you are sneaking back around from where you came, and you hear Pepino banging at the front door.
Let me think. I could do something really clever, or I could just say... Actually, I have an idea. Locke's going to take his lute and just pluck like 2 notes. Just enough to be heard in the general area.
All right. Can Pepino and Iliana just make 2 perception checks for me? Or I guess 1 apiece. Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, I heard it. I rolled a 19.
Okay.
So.
Yeah.
Rolled a
Easy.
7.
A 7? Okay.
Total.
No. So you're very concentrated on watching Pepino's 6, so you aren't necessarily listening out for anything. But
Oh, she's watching your booty.
Without stopping making a scene, I'm just gonna look over at Locke and still keep banging and yelling, "Let me in!" And I'm like, you come here. It would be weird if I just stopped. It would be too suspicious. I'm mouthing this to you.
I'm just gonna look exasperated, and then I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion.
okay.
In front of Iliana.
Okay.
I'm just gonna flash a green arrow in my general direction for 2 seconds.
Okay. It's pretty hard to miss that, Iliana.
I will go in the direction that he's telling me to go.
Okay. So
What
you
are
make
you
your way.
doing?
We're in. Come on.
What?
We're in.
Do you need the entire group in the house to investigate?
We don't know what's in there. It was Lennoc's idea. He's already in there rifling around. Probably found all the good stuff. Information,
Still,
ledges,
that doesn't excite me.
books.
Lord, I'll go in with you.
Come on, there's books. Let's go. Bye, Pepino.
Wait, did you guys come over to where I am? No. Okay, yeah.
No. I'm just gonna let you do your thing. It looks like he's having fun.
Yeah.
I mean, he's in his element, clearly.
I'll just be we'll catch up later. We'll catch up in a minute. And I'll just go back to making a scene.
Nice.
Okay. All right. As a scene continues out front, Iliana and Locke make your way around to the back to the slightly ajar door. Llennoc, what did you get for your...
A 15 and a 19.
Okay, yeah. You easily pop open the desk drawers. In the first one, you just find paper and quills, a couple of copper coins sitting in there, but nothing really seems to be of much importance.
Swipe.
All right, so you get 2 more copper. In the other desk, it looks like there are some blank warrant pages, that are just sitting in there again with some parchment and some quill, but really that's all that's in that desk.
Okay.
About that time that you've closed that last door, they're coming around the corner.
I haven't found much of anything yet, but I found this key, and I'll take the tiny key out. This key here behind one of the paintings. So if we can find something that this fits in the building, we might find something juicy.
Yes, maybe a locked diary, a journal or something.
Hi.
I'm hoping for something written about what's really going on here. I have a feeling the assembly knows more than they let on.
I'm gonna go let Pepino in before he brings the town down.
He's having fun. Just let him be. I already told him, and he's in his element. He's got Guillermo anyway.
Opens the front door to let him in.
Okay. So when you guys walked in, you see the same two things. There's the 2 desks, and then there's just a door right in front of you guys. And when you went to go open that door, it's actually locked.
Oh, I'll say. To Iliana. I'll walk over.
You tried the key in this door.
No. How does the keyhole look in comparison to the key? Sounds like probably.
It looks like, it's that key is too small to be a door key, but too large to be a desk key. Yeah.
Oh.
It's an odd size.
Well, I might be able to help out with this, unless you already can, Iliana. I don't want to step on any toes.
Why don't I just go and get him and bring him through the back entrance?
That's fine. That's fine. I'll work on this while you do that.
Iliana leaves to go and fetch Pepino from the front door.
Okay. All right. So let me make one more lock picking check while Iliana runs around to go get Pepino.
7.
7. All right. So you are struggling with it. Same with the back door for some reason. You're not used to this humidity, and things move differently. So,
Nice.
All right. So as you struggle back there, Iliana, you make your way back up to the front where Pepino is.
Pepino!
Hi.
Stop the racket!
No, because it would be way more suspicious if I just stop.
Get out and get to the back door, and you can get through that door open.
Either no one's here, which means we have nothing to worry about, or someone just...
open, Pepino. You get back there right now, and you get into that door. Stop making rackets.
You don't understand. I'm committed to this.
I will start pushing him towards the back.
Don't do it. I don't consent. I don't want it.
Make a strength check if you're really gonna push him.
Don't do it. Stop.
I guess.
Stop it.
That's good. It's just a 7.
You're being
a 7. Okay,
you're
give me an
very
acrobatics or a
I'm rolling against it. I'm rolling against it. I rolled a 15.
A 15? Yeah. For some reason, that small little gnome, it seems like feet are planted. He is as stubborn as a donkey. He is not
I don't
moving.
Want it. Look, trust me. It's going to be super weird if I stop banging the door and then someone comes out.
No one's in there. Pepino, we're on the other side of the door. I was standing there just a couple of seconds ago.
So you're telling me no one is in there?
No, we are in there, yes.
Okay. Well, yes, but no one other than us is in there.
As far as we can tell, yes.
Okay, but if someone is in there...
I was looking at the door from the other side.
I just feel like I've made enough of a scene to where someone's going to notice if I just stop. And then they'll be like, what happened? And that'll look more suspicious.
I want to cast command on Pepino.
Okay. Go ahead and cast command. How does
I have
that
to succeed
work?
a wisdom saving throw. Sure, guys, let's see my what spellcasting ability.
Be 8 plus 2 plus, what do paladins use? Charisma? Wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Charisma? Okay, plus your charisma mod.
Right here. You have to beat a 12.
Oh. I rolled a 19.
Nice.
So, as this divine magic washes over you. Sorry, Iliana.
Say, that was very rude. I would never cast magic against you.
It wasn't against you. I was trying to get you to do what I'm telling you. Because that's what you're supposed to be doing.
I had to dig deep to resist your divine fury.
Knock you and die for all I care. And I will go back towards the back door.
How would I die? Don't be dramatic.
Go ahead. I'm going to yell, let the whole town come and get you then.
Yeah.
All right.
They will.
We're going to have to fight this whole time.
And as she's walking towards the back door, she's like, I've had about enough of these guys. I don't know if I can take it. I don't know if I can do it. Help me.
Oh. Do you want to try kicking this door down?
I'm not inside yet. I'm still walking.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So as she walks around, you have fiddled with the lock. You cannot seem to get it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It'd be easier if we just burnt the whole place down.
At this point, Iliana, you probably would have made your way back inside.
Are you visibly fuming still?
Yes.
Okay.
He wants to be out there and make a racket. That's fine. That's all good. I couldn't get him. He's a stubborn mule.
Nice. So I'm having a bit of trouble unlocking this door, but
of course you are.
Okay. So perhaps maybe you can vent some of that frustration out on the door. Give it a good kick.
Wait, are you still trying to open the door to get him inside?
I can't get it, Iliana. I don't know. I think I hurt my hands falling down on that hill so many times.
I think that we should probably just focus our efforts elsewhere. I mean, he's out there. He wants to whatever. He wants to get himself killed and captured. That's fine.
Is this door the inside of the front, or does it sound like there might be another buffer?
No,
Yeah,
it's
no, it
an
sounds like
in-between
there's
door.
it's an in-between door. It is definitely not the front door. Yeah.
Okay.
It's an inner door.
I think there might be another room between us and Pepino. And this one's locked. Let's overlock.
Did it kick it?
Hi. Shall we give it a kick?
Yeah, join me. Let's do it together.
I step
A
out
count
of
of
the way.
3.
Wait a minute, why are we kicking in the door? You just want to see what's behind it? Why are we...
We're trying to find out
locked.
what happened to all the people. Are you not curious? That's what we're here for. The reason this building is locked is because the person who was supposed to be helping us is part of the missing people now, which wasn't the case when we left. So we need to find out what she knew, if at all possible, in order to avoid being completely murdered, possibly. I'd like to know what's going ahead. That's why we're doing this. She's not here. She's been kidnapped. We're trying to find out where. We might have a clue in here. This is what we're doing. So we're trying to find out. No one's here. We're just fine. Let's kick this door.
I finished drawing a Pepino figure on the with my chalk on the door.
Kick the chalk Pepino.
How long has it been?
I'll help.
Victoria?
He was a bit obstinate.
At this point, it's probably been about 10-15 minutes. So,
Okay.
yeah, Guillermo is still flying high.
Yeah.
He hasn't noticed anyone come down the
No one has
street.
come. Okay.
No. I mean, you guys do notice that the tavern is pretty lively at this point. It's pretty noisy. So, yeah.
And then I'll try the knob, and it is locked.
It is definitely locked.
Oh, then I'm gonna cast knock on the door.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah. That just automatically opens a regular lock, right?
Yeah. it does.
Yeah. It
Amazing.
just unlocks the front door.
So, I'll go inside.
Okay. All right. So as you enter, you see a room that has a single desk. Sort of as you open the door, a single desk in front of you. There are 2 sets of doors behind, and then there is along the left wall, there is a map of Harasa and the little bit of the aisles that they've found so far, but that's really all you see in the room.
Can I figure out where they would be based on what side they broke into?
Make an intelligence check, since they didn't say where they broke in.
9.
A 9?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're gonna kick the door, I would hear it eventually, right?
Yeah. Eventually, you're probably gonna hear it. Yeah.
So then
at
I'll
this
just walk
point,
around and look for them until.
Okay, yeah. So as you kind of look around, the doors that are in there are locked, but other than that, there's a couple of benches. There's drawers on the desk. There's really not a whole lot going on in the room. So, all right. So back to our crew in the back of the house. What are we doing?
Kicking the door.
Kicking the door. All right.
I'm
So
helping her
is
kick the
everybody?
door.
Okay. Are you helping with advantage or helping both of you?
Helping, giving her advantage.
Okay, got it. All right. So, Iliana, you can make an athletics check for me.
Athletics check. Wow. Okay, that is good. That's 21 total.
21. Yeah. As Llennoc feels that he, greased up the door for you, you just foot through door, splinters a little bit, opens wide open.
Right
and
in the
back.
middle of Llenoc's drawing of Pepino.
Yes, yeah. There is no evidence of that drawing ever being there. It is gone. All right, and there's a dark room in front of you.
She's a mighty warrior, I told you.
Well, I see.
Wouldn't want her angry with me.
Oh, damn fine work, Iliana.
Okay.
So it's completely dark in here?
It is completely dark. All of you have? No.
Is there
All
any
of you
kind
have,
of? I do have dark vision. Is there?
Okay.
I don't guess that it has to be like anything in particular. Because I do have light.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna for effects. Do I see like any kind of? Well, can I see any kind of candle with my dark vision?
So there's no candle in there, but you do, because you do have dark vision, you can see into the room. There are two barred areas that are in sort of the center of the room, and none of the bars are actually touching any of the walls. And you can see on the far side of the wall there are there's like a jut out, which looks like a little side room, and then there's a door to your right hand side that goes straight forward.
Yeah, I'm just going to draw my sword and let some of that light kind of light up the room a bit. It lights it up for 15-foot radius at least.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so the whole room.
Those with me that don't have dark vision can see.
Yeah, so the whole room illuminates, and at this point you can see that on your left-hand side there's the caged, what looks like a jail cell, and it's full of a pile of stuff, and the door seems to be shut. And then on your right, you see a figure that is bound and gagged in the corner, and you recognize him as Baelnor. He was the storm master on the why can't I remember the name of the Maiden's Gem.
Oh, son of a bitch.
And as you turn to look at him, recognizing his face, we are going to go ahead and take our bio break.
Juicy! Oh, yes! Well done.
All right. So we're just going to take a quick 8 to 10 minute break, and we will be right back. And we'll have a little bit of music for you to pass the time until we're back.
Yay.
Not from me. It's going to be a different source. I gotta go eat some food. I'll be back.
Ah, nice.
Okay. All right.
All right.
We'll be back, guys.
goes on too, because our 10 minutes is up. Neat.
Hey.
Hello, viewers. Welcome back.
I like that you are trying to figure out what is in the DM's bag.
Oh, yeah, the first time I saw it, I'm like, ooh, it's got to be a hint.
More conspiracy theories, as if the show needed it more.
Yeah. Nice.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm a wonderful note taker when I'm a player, but when I'm a DM, this is terrible. I've written one word and I don't know why I wrote it.
That's amazing. Yes.
What's the
I feel
word?
your pain.
Beauty. Why did I write beauty?
It's in the eye of the beholder.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit! Yes.
Nice.
That's why I did it. Yeah.
I'll just make a solemn vow that if Iliana passes, we will make sure that is on her tombstone.
There you go. All right. That is why I wrote that. Oh man. Oh, that's funny.
Oh gosh, a bag of tricks, imagine. Our group cannot get our hands on a bag of tricks or a deck of many things. None of that.
Yeah.
Staff of Wonders, bag of beans.
What is the one that you pull out the random animals? I love that one.
Oh, right.
We have one of those in the
Is
home
that-
game with Bobby.
Nice.
No.
I can't really remember.
I can't
We just kept
remember.
getting giant weasels. It was like the best. We had like a horde of giant weasels.
Someone just got that in one of the campaigns. If it wasn't Curious Lament, it must have been Stormfall. Because I
A
just...
bag of weasels?
Yeah, does that not ring a bell? Giant weasels. Giant weasels.
Someone got a giant weasel in Stormfall, Dan?
Oh, it was a deck of cards that creates.
We got the
pets.
deck of illusion. We got
Yeah.
like the deck of illusions. Yeah.
That
And
was in
Cures.
Stormfall.
Yeah. And then they gave it to the character that likes everything to be orderly and
Yeah.
planned. Yeah.
That's right. Nice.
No. No, we can't just throw this down.
Peekaboo. Nice. I see
All
you
right.
already.
All right. Okay.
All right.
So if we're all ready. So as you illuminate the room, you see, like I said, to your left, the jail cell that's full of supplies and bags and a couple of boxes. And to your, that was the left, and then to the right, you see the Triton gentleman, Balin, that you have come to know as the Stormmaster of the Maiden's Gem, bound and gagged.
Is he like dead in addition to that, or does he look?
Kaylin will run out. I mean, Kaylin.
First,
I love this stuff.
I
Walking
thought
eye.
Tasha was for
Walking
sure
eye.
gonna be the
Gosh,
first one to break and say
dang it.
Thaxel.
You okay?
Iliana, that's who. Yeah.
That's
Yep.
what you want.
Iliana's going to go over to the kind of rush over. Like, oh my god. Rush over to the Stormmaster. Does he look alive?
He definitely looks alive. He's looking directly at you guys. He's sort of like moving a little bit as much as his binds can allow him to move. And the jail cell is about 10 feet in front of the door. So it's like 10 feet away from the door.
But he's in the jail cell.
He's in the jail cell, and the jail cell is clearly shut. Yeah. Mhm.
Okay. Can you reach through the bars or no?
Yeah, I mean, you can reach the bars a little bit. You'd probably have to maneuver. Well, actually, you are in plate, so I would say you probably could not get your...
All right.
Yeah.
I will, I guess, I'm guessing I'll try the door for the cell. I'm guessing it's locked.
It is locked, yep.
Okay.
Can you make a perception check for me, and then go ahead with your question? Sorry.
Oh, that's a 20 total.
Okay, 20 total. And then what was your question?
I was asking Llennoc about the key that he found.
Oh, right. Let's see if it fits.
Well, actually, as she turns to ask you that question, there is nothing that you can see that she's moving her lips, but no sound comes from her.
Oh, I take a step back to the doorway, and I try and say something.
Okay. So as Llennoc says, I'm saying something. Yeah, you can hear yourself. Yeah.
All right. Careful, look.
Can I hear him?
No.
I will get up and go back towards Llennoc.
Okay. So as you get about 5 feet away from the jail cell, you can hear your footfalls again, and you realize that. Yeah.
Oh my god! Could you not hear me?
No.
Well, there's some kind of magic surrounding the cell then. But he seems alive, so...
Oh, we need to be careful then. There's got to be traps aplenty in here. They want to keep him quiet, but alive?
Does anybody have any way to disband the magic?
It's far above my current pay grade. Nothing I've learned. Log?
I'm out of spells.
No,
Oh,
I'm
wait,
afraid
Pepino in
not.
yet? Yeah.
Pepino is not in yet, but I was going to say that Pepino would have heard you guys break down the door at this point.
Okay.
Yeah. So actually, let's switch to Pepino. Pepino, you hear the crash through the door.
Yeah.
What sounds like on the other side of the wall.
And there's a door there, right? So
Yeah, there's a pair of doors. Yeah.
Okay. I'm actually gonna check the other door on the other side first.
Other
Like
door.
wherever they are, I'm gonna check the other door.
Oh, like go around the back and try that one? Or, okay, so you walked in. Yeah.
Is it like a hallway and then there's two doors on like, okay.
No, it's almost like looks like a reception or a waiting room. There's like some benches in there, and there's a desk in the middle, and then there are two doors, just two doors.
Oh, just next to each other.
Yeah, like next to each other on the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I would open the door where I heard the crash then.
Okay. So you try both of the doors. The door on the right opens to a staircase. The door on the left, where it sounds like they came from, is locked.
Is there a lock on it?
Yeah, there's just a regular lock.
I mean, can I unlock it? Is it locked on my side or is it locked on their side?
It's locked on your side. Yeah.
But it's like a deadbolt that I can turn, or like...
No. Like you turn the door and it's locked. Like you cannot get... Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Um,
I would say you guys would notice in the room that door is like someone's fidgeting with the door.
We may have company. Careful.
I'll like call out for them. I'm like, hey guys.
Oh,
Hey guys. Can they hear
That's
me?
just Pepino.
They can hear you, yeah.
Okay.
let me just do a quick scan of the room. Give it an ocular pat down, as it were. And
Popular pat down. Are you serious?
Pat down. Okay. Roll an ocular pat down for me. Please.
traps is mainly... Or I'm actually just looking for traps first to see
Okay.
if I were to cross
Okay.
the room and what's going on with the cell.
Perception check for me, please.
What's a 4?
4? Yeah, no, it looks, besides a guy in a cell, room looks normal.
All right, it looks all right. And I'm going to go around. I don't want to go near the silence or anything going on with that cell. So if there's enough room for me to wiggle around another way, I'll try and head over to the door to unlock it for Pepino.
Okay, yeah, the two cells are about 15 feet apart from each other. So, are you trying to not get next to either cell, or are you trying to walk down the middle so that you're...
Down the middle would be kind of...
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so you walk your way down the middle, and you make your way to that other door, and it's deadbolted from the side that you're on. So.
Okay, cool. Does it open after I unlock it with that?
Yes, it does, yeah. You see Pepino.
Okay. Come on in, Pepino.
You guys are so loud. That kick was so loud.
Are you kidding me?
Now, Pepino, be careful. There's some sort of spell over here on this. Well, you remember him, right?
Yeah.
I can point them out.
Yeah, he
It's a spell of keeping everything quiet and silent in there. Might be traps too, but it looked okay to me.
Yeah. Give me a couple minutes, and then I'm gonna cast detect magic as a ritual.
Okay. So for 11 minutes, right? Or
10
minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes, 6 seconds.
10 minutes, 6 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so as he starts to cast detect magic, what are you guys doing?
I'm going to shut that door and bolt it again.
Okay. It is shut and bolted. Anything else?
Iliana will go back and make sure that the door is shut leading into the back entrance.
Okay, great. So yeah, you shut that and you can easily see how to like actually lock it again if you so desire.
Great, yes,
Yeah.
I will lock it.
Okay, great. It is locked. Yeah.
Awesome. Cool. And like, by the way, when Pepino, anytime I do a ritual, he looks like he's like hyper focused, and like it's like the most difficult thing you've ever seen him do. Like he's really just emoting very hard.
Nice.
It's like,
Is there a bead of sweat?
Anime
yeah,
sweat
he's
drop.
like sweating.
Yeah.
Nice.
Just
Perfect.
radiating energy.
Perfect. All right. So if you guys are just sort of waiting for Pepino to finish his ritual as the magic sort of like fizzles up, Pepino, you see outside of the magic items that your friends have on them, you see a glow above the cell that the Storm Master is in. It's like a glowing disc. That's
Okay.
above it.
And I don't see anything else.
No, let me double check. You do. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, you do see glow. Two like sort of like soft glowing things that are coming from the supplies in the supply area. Yep.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. But like the disc, it's not like a physical thing. It's like I just see the aura of it, basically, right?
You see the aura around what is like a black disc that's affixed to the ceiling above the. Yeah.
Okay, so then I would assume that the black disc is.
Yes. Yes.
And then how high up is it?
I mean, these ceilings are about 15 feet high. The cells only go up about 10 feet high. So.
But like it's too far. Like I don't think that one of these guys could hit it with their weapon or something, right?
I mean, maybe with like a ranged weapon, but
Okay.
I'm not sure. Yeah.
Right. And if
I
you
have
guys
a bow on me
Yeah, I was
that you can see.
Oh, okay. Like I can actually.
Yeah.
I'll say lock. I bet you can't hit that disc right there.
I think I probably could.
All right. Prove it.
All right. So, Locke has a light crossbow.
Okay.
You will take careful aim because there's no rush here,
Yeah.
and take a shot.
Okay. Go right ahead.
All right. Jeez, I can't hit it. I got a 7.
A 7. Yeah. It ricochets off the top of it, ding, and goes down, but doesn't seem to do anything at all. Yeah.
But he didn't hit it, right? Or he did hit it, and it just
He
came off
like
the
hit it, and it just sort of like skidded off of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, my turn?
Yeah.
Do you want to go next, Iliana?
A javelin, I'd rather not waste it if I don't have to, so please, go on.
All right.
No, don't break your javelin.
I'm going to gesture to the guy, like, I know he can't really move, but just, like, watch out, things falling. I'm going to hit that.
Yeah.
Yeah. He kind of like worms his way to the corner of the cell.
All right, and I'm going to cast Magic Missile.
Oh.
Okay.
Once I get my triangular dice out.
And I'm gonna take a moment and cast Mage Armor on myself. While we have
Okay.
Ah, nice.
Got it.
Okay, let me just double check. Pretty sure it's just 3.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Literally 3 points of damage. 1 on all 3.
Okay. Okay. So, ding, ding, ding. You see them kind of hit the edge of it and illuminate a little bit, but nothing seems to happen.
I'll be so dejected. Oh, well, I hit it at least. Oh,
Yeah, you
I
got.
guess.
Yeah. Don't worry about it, guys. Can any of you guys like? Any of you guys have spells that break things or like? I don't know.
I do, but it'd break him as well.
I
Well, that's not
He's too close.
good. Yeah.
I would think he's too close, right? I do have Thunder Wave, but it's a 15-foot area. Could I position myself so that it would hit that and not him, or would that be? I don't think I'd want to risk it. Actually, no.
Actually, sorry. We should wait on this. We can use this to our advantage right now because we can go and like. I don't know.
This is a man tied up and gagged.
Well, but that doesn't have anything to do with the disc, right? Well, I mean, let's just break him out of here. We won't make noise.
So the key doesn't fit this lock then?
I
Not
don't-
this lock, that lock on the prison door.
I don't know.
We haven't
Let's take a
tried.
look.
We haven't tried it yet.
Does it look about the right size?
It does not. Still just a little too small for that.
Well, let's look
door.
around for a key.
Yeah.
Is that another desk, or is it hung on the wall? Let's give this place a good look.
I'll take a peek from the middle of the room there at the contents of the other cell.
Okay.
Just scanning to see what's in there.
Okay, so you're gonna look in the cell. Locke, you're looking in the room for another key.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if you can make an investigation check for me, and then Llennoc, if you can make a perception check for me.
16.
16. Okay.
I got a 14.
A 14. Okay. With the 16, Llennoc, it looks, you're kind of looking at it, and it looks like a chest, a couple of crates, a pack with some rolls. You probably get the idea that these are Balin's and belongings. There's nothing really, there's like a rapier in there, but nothing like. Everything seems to be like kind of packed away in the bags and things.
Okay.
Okay. And then Locke, you're looking around. There's really not a whole lot in this room besides the the door that you let Pepino through. But with a 14, you do kind of notice as you're looking around, you're kind of looking back up at that disc, and you notice that there's like a very small little hole that's up by the disc. And it almost looks like a keyhole.
How
Does it look like it fit that key that I saw Llennoc has?
I would say he's pulled it out enough. Yeah, it looks like it might be of similar size. Yeah.
Llennoc, can I see that key?
Of course. Take it out of my pocket and hand it to your log.
I'll kind of take it, and I think it'll fit. Do you see that? It's hard to notice in the darkness.
Like a cat sphincter.
I will hold my sword up to it.
Yeah. So yeah, as the light
Such
kind
a way
of
with
gets a little bit
words.
closer,
The cat's
yeah.
Excuse me, Lena?
Oh, it's a common saying where I'm from. My apologies.
I've heard it too.
Yeah. Oh, good. Well, who's gonna go up there? Oh, Pepino, do you want a boost?
I would love a boost, Lena.
Yes.
I would love a boost.
I'm gonna squat down and sort of prepare to.
Yeah. I'll jump up.
I'll stand up as high as I can in front of the cell.
I think I'm only like 35 pounds or something like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Doesn't weigh anything.
Oh, okay, nice. I'm
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
I'm 40 pounds. I'm 40.
How tall are you, Llennoc?
6'3".
6'3". Okay, so like if he's on your shoulders, Pepino, you're like barely touching the ceiling. You know, at 4 feet. Yeah. I mean, you're barely scraping it. You can touch it, but it's pretty close.
So can I get the key in? Like, can I my tippy?
Yeah. Make just like a sleight of hand check for me, just to make sure you don't like drop the key.
I can help Llennoc kind of balance him if he, a little extra.
Sure. I will say make it an advantage since you've got helper friends.
Well, I rolled a 20 on the first
roll.
A
20.
Oh.
Okay. So. Yeah. So you feel the you get the key up in there, and then you feel it just sort of click, and you can feel that like as your hand is up there, you can feel like it's sort of like loosened. The disc is like loosened.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So do I need to like turn it, or can I just like slap it off, or?
It kind of, I guess the best way to explain it, it's almost like a light bulb in a pot light. Like you can tell it's sort of like it's like screwed in there, and that's how it's sitting.
Oh, okay. So then I'll just start I'll just start.
Unscrew. Yeah. And as you guys are kind of moving around, you notice at this point there's you seem to be able to hear your movements and your footfalls at this point.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be sort of marveling at Iliana's strong grip, steadying me.
It is strong.
Mm-hmm.
As strong as a cat's sphincter. I'm gonna do a try.
It's a saying.
While I'm up there, I'm just gonna like trust fall back. I'm gonna trust Llennoc to catch me.
I'm gonna try.
Iliana steps back. She just steps away.
I'll try and turn around. I don't know if I'll be whatever I need to do for that, or.
Okay, dexterity saving throw. You're not
gosh.
expecting it.
Nope, not at all.
Well, I'd be like, Llennoc, I'm coming down, and then I.
Oh, okay, all right. Just a dexterity.
Yeah, like, nope.
Okay, still 19.
Okay, 19.
Money.
Yeah.
Only because I rolled an
you
18.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Good work, Pepino. Heart's racing a bit for the.
Excellent catch.
Sure.
I'm gonna look at the our prisoner and like how is he bound? Is it just cloth or rope?
Yeah, well, it's with silk rope. So to the front of him, his legs are bound, and then he's gagged.
Okay. Do I think that Greg would be able to ungag him?
How much can they move?
I mean, he can move within 60 feet of me. It's just.
Oh no, I meant like how dexterous. Like, are they
How
able
much
to like
weight or
untie
something?
things?
It's not
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah, they can lift up to either 5 or 10 pounds.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that he could probably untie it. I mean, I think they have opposable thumbs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You could probably untie
hands.
the gag.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll summon. I'm gonna say, guys, I need another 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna start summoning Greg again in my like super.
Do I recognize the
Dramatic.
spell he's trying to cast?
Make an Arcana check, unless you have it on your. Unless do you have Unseen Servant? Okay, then you
Sure
recognize
enough.
it.
Yeah.
Never mind, Pepino. I have that prepared.
If you want, if you want to spend the energy, by all means.
And I can't. I guess we're not in a rush, are we?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
All right. If you'd like to help me, like to join in.
Am I able to help him?
No.
No.
Nice.
I can help him.
Clunk, clunk. Thank you for the steady in hand, Iliana.
Yeah, I don't suppose.
Oh, yeah,
Like, he's bound by rope. I don't suppose I could wiggle my arm in and use my dagger to cut him free or anything. Because he did wiggle to the corner, but I don't know if that's near the bars where I could reach.
All right. Is he?
Or I could just
Locke
keep
is
looking
not-
for a key, you guys.
Yeah. Well, Locke isn't wearing any armor, right? Or is he wearing like
Leather.
leather? Okay. Yeah. He could probably get his arm in, a little bit. It's a pretty narrow thing. You probably, probably could only get up to about your elbow before it gets too tight.
Okay. Well, never mind. I'll just keep looking for a key.
Okay.
I mean, we got 10 minutes, so I might as well rifle this whole room.
Nice.
What else are we doing?
If I saw Locke do that, I might try and use my tail. Would my tail be long enough and narrow enough to go through the air? I just want to pull the gag off if I can.
Sure, yeah. So if you want to like try and get the gag off, I guess with a
What roll with that?
I can't do a sleight of hand, sleight of tail. Just do a dex check for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
the
not
obscure
really good.
skill.
8.
An 8.
Yeah.
You know, you kind of like poke him a few times in the face.
Sorry.
And then, yeah.
So sorry.
You
All
might
right.
do what you're looking for.
Right, Locke. Let's look for that key. I'll just sort of embarrassed, kind of go try and help Locke.
Okay. All right. So, you guys want to make an investigation check for me while you're looking. Iliana, anything in particular while this is going on?
No, I think Iliana's just standing back and watching.
Okay. All right. So, what were those investigation checks for me?
14.
7.
7. Okay. Yeah. So you guys, as you continue to look, 10 minutes go by, and Pepino, there is the puff of smoke, and there appears Greg.
I'll shake Greg's hand, thank him,
Shite.
ask him how he's doing as he's like, as he starts ungagging and working on unbinding our friend.
Yeah. So he nods emphatically and goes in and.
Is this Greg?
Yeah.
That's Greg.
Oh, sorry, Greg, Iliana, Greg.
Okay. As he's like working, he like looks up and waves and then goes back to working.
What does it look like?
It's just like glimmery. He's just like
Just a glimmery,
fuzzy,
invisible form.
Fuzzy air.
Fuzzy air.
I don't know. Not like fuzzy air, but like blurry air.
That's not what I was expecting.
Witchcraft, if you ask me.
I mean, yeah. For sure.
So
It's magic. It's magic.
It's magic. Yeah. So as he gets the gag off, you hear, "Oh, thank you. Oh my goodness, thank you."
Greg will like pat him on the back, dust him off. Like,
and he like tries to hold his hands in a way that it helps Greg. How did you know I was here?
What are you doing here?
Oh, well, that's kind of a long story. I've been here for a couple of days now. Iliana, was it?
Yes, correct.
Or yeah. Well, I got left here, marooned here. We got there was an altercation on the boat on our way to the other islands, and I was accused of something that is not true, and now I'm here.
Did it have anything to do with barnacle people?
And giving away the location of the boat.
What? Barnacle people? No.
Yeah,
Colons.
Just a question.
that's the scientific name is barnacle people.
Oh, I see. No, unfortunately not. It was just accusations, and now I'm here. Unfortunately, the captain didn't believe me.
What type of accusations?
Accusations of theft and mutiny.
What went missing?
Well, that was just it. Nothing went missing. There was just a break-in the captain's quarters.
The same night we fought off the Colons?
No. This was after we departed Harasa, as we were heading out to the outer islands.
Did something happen to the captain?
Nothing happened to the captain. That's the thing. The door was broken in, but nothing was taken. No one was harmed.
Who made the accusation?
Jefferson.
No.
Of course.
I knew it.
Probably with good reason. Like, if we're going to be completely...
Oh, yeah, definitely had a good reason.
I have to tell you something. Asking about, I did find out that Jefferson used to be a different man than the fine upstanding Manius now used to have his hand in a number of not on the right side of the law dealings. If I'm saying that right,
Yeah.
Vic, let me know if that's incorrect.
You are, and I will say meta because it's been a little while. You will remember that most of that information actually came from Balin, the Storm Master.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, this guy. Nice.
Yeah. So he kind of like looks at the people that you're with and says, I remember our conversations. Yeah.
Balin's the one that told me here. So take that as it is.
You were putting up for Jefferson at one point. I thought you liked Jefferson.
Why would they like what?
Wait, why wouldn't you like Jefferson? Like, I know Derek doesn't like him, but Derek also doesn't think that, like...
Oh, Jefferson
in
was a
danger.
complete shite on the boat. He didn't help at all.
Okay, but besides not helping, what did he do that you don't
Nothing.
like?
He did nothing. That's exactly why there's something wrong with him.
Okay, when you say he did nothing, do you mean, like...
I didn't say
He was
nothing. I said
scared?
nothing.
So
Well, he was on the other side of the boat. He was right over there.
Oh,
And he
And-
didn't do anything. He didn't come over to help us.
So,
And what happened that
so-
night, Iliana? What were they trying to do? Do you remember?
What was
I
Rob trying to
do.
do?
Why were the Colons there? They were attempting to steal something that the captain had in his quarters.
Correct. More than the captain's virtue, correct?
Yes.
I mean, was he fucking there, like, coaching them? Like, was he, telling them, like, go that way?
I don't know, but he wasn't around. He
Like-
didn't make any. He didn't
Yeah.
make any attempt to come. And then afterwards, he was like, "Oh, I tried to get over to you, but I couldn't." What of course?
I thought he
No.
was steering the ship.
No,
No,
he was not steering the ship.
it was not.
He was just
He was
wandering
supposed to be on
around there
watch.
on the deck.
He was wandering around, surrounded by monsters, just not...
He wasn't surrounded by monsters. Of course, we were.
He was making sure the other side of the boat was clear, supposedly.
He's the worst. Anyways,
So-
we believe you.
That doesn't
I
matter.
believe you,
Yes.
Llennoc.
No, but I'm just... Okay, we should... Look, we have a lot of emotions right now. We need to think about this logically. Jefferson literally died when he was protecting me.
laid his life down for us.
He literally died to protect
Listen,
me.
I could give an F about Jefferson right now. I would like to focus on the guy that's in the cage.
I'm saying
right.
if there's a disagreement between the guy in the cage and Jefferson, someone who died to protect us, to protect me, to protect Llennoc, to protect Baxel.
Could we have someone try to open up this cage if they can?
I'm still looking for the damn
Llennoc,
key.
can't you?
Shouldn't rush
I
into this,
can't-
guys.
I probably can, but I just want to ask him a question before we open this up and give him a chance to get out. And I'm going to look him dead in the eye and say, look, we know that the captain had his own very secret treasure, that only you and Jefferson and the captain knew about it. Talk to us. We want to let you out. We need to clear your name in all this. What was it? And what was your role in this?
Are you trying to be persuasive or intimidating?
Persuasive.
Okay.
Like, we're your
Make
way
it-
out.
A persuasion check for me.
10.
I rolled a 14. Let me just pull up the...
Come on, die.
Yeah, so he kind of eyes you and says, look, I'm not telling you what it was that he was going for, or at least what we think that he was going for. I'm just telling you where I ended up and why.
Maybe
So
someone
can you
else
let
can
me
talk
out?
some sense into him. And I'll kind of look at Iliana. And...
I think we need to come to an agreement between ourselves before we try and work on this guy. He's not going anywhere.
What
Pardon?
kind of agreement do you need?
I think we need to all be on the same page of who we can trust and who we can't trust. This guy has not been very forthcoming since I've met him. And I think actions speak louder than words.
And he's the only one that gave me any background on Jefferson. So...
I mean, and he's the one blaming Jefferson.
Yes, we should have a word together, but perhaps out of earshot.
Yeah. Can you
Let's
lift
step
me up?
back.
I'm gonna screw back up the... I wanna...
All this again.
All
We could
right.
just
Good idea.
walk to the next
I lift
room.
you up.
Oh.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure.
You screw it back in,
Yeah.
you flip the key, pull the key out, and
Yeah.
yeah.
We walk
Look,
over to
I
the
was
other side.
raised to leave things how I found them. Okay, let's just go outside.
I head outside the
Fuck,
cone
fuck.
and or the
Yeah.
effect.
Yeah.
All right. What do
So-
you all think? We need reliable information, like Pepino said.
I don't think he's the source of reliable information. I don't.
Perhaps we should look through his stuff over here first.
Yeah,
little closer.
I agree. I don't think that if he's the only person who gave you any information on Jefferson,
Right.
and that he's untrustworthy. Well, he says Jefferson is untrustworthy, and he's also saying that Jefferson got him locked up.
Mm.
That doesn't. There's something fishy there.
Right.
Very funny, but I have some additional information.
Oh, is that so?
Well, I happen to know what the Colons were after that night.
Is that a fact?
Yes, and it doesn't look good for Balin because what they were looking for were letters, incriminating letters. But I don't know about who.
Oh, well,
But the captain was guarding them with his life.
I gave the captain at least one of those letters, and then we took a sneak peek at the other. They were...
Oh, really?
It was information on the ship's location, where we were roughly to be at certain points in time. Had to be from someone on the ship, sending information out to whoever was in charge of those fish folk. As far as I could determine, only the captain, Balin, and Jefferson were privy to another secret
Oh, my.
cargo that was being stored safely somewhere. I don't know if that was in the captain's quarters or not. I think, Pepino, you did a good ocular pat down of the captain's cabin.
I did.
Anything of import there?
Well, I just know that he had magical items locked away.
Oh.
I don't remember anything of note. I remember, he had a lot of stuff locked away. He had a safe. He had an entire safe. didn't
Right.
he?
He did.
As captains usually do.
Yes, unfortunately, this means that either the ship is safe with Jefferson or there's no one standing between Jefferson and taking what he wants from them. Depending on what kind of man he really is.
What the coordination required to organize an attack, get killed in the attack, and bank on someone else saving him. That's
How would he know he was going to get killed in an attack?
he wouldn't. If he was,
Exactly.
if I'm gonna hire people or get someone to attack my ship or whatever, I would tell them not to hurt me.
And then you would look suspicious if you were in that fight.
Okay.
A smart man would have them hurt him at least a bit. Perhaps it just went too far.
I'd hate to say it, but if
So
anyone
what
could
is-
pull off something so grand, it would be Jefferson.
What would be the point in putting Balin here? Why would Balin be here? If you're saying, are you saying that this is a trap? That he's
No.
here?
I'm saying I think it's the captain. I think it's the captain.
But does it matter because he's still tied up in the cage?
I'm going to check his stuff. Or I'm going to see if I can get us into this cell over here to check his stuff properly. Is it locked?
We still don't have the dang key.
It is definitely locked, yeah.
All right, I'm going to give this a shot. And I'll try and...
I mean, the
lockpick
key's
it.
probably on whoever put him in the cage.
Probably.
I
I
really need to get a dice thing. So
I just think
10, by the way. No, I'm sorry, 6.
Okay, yeah. You you clearly need to get a new set of thieves tools because they
Yeah.
are just not taking care of you. Yeah, no luck. No luck trying to get into this
It's a
particular.
discount thieves tools.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
breaking.
Those thieves tools just
Love
went
it.
back in the bag of thieves tools.
Yeah.
I took some new ones out. Oh, nothing.
I don't know. I don't trust this guy. He wasn't very forthcoming before, and he's not. It doesn't add up.
Look, certainly you have a way with words. Do you think maybe you could convince this man to tell us what was... give us the truth.
Yes. Yes, I could.
Yeah, it's a good idea, Locke.
All right, Pepino?
All right. Well. Yep.
I hold my shoulders down. See if you want to get back on.
Yeah, I'll just climb over your back,
Nice. Ooh, lift you up.
and I'll.
I should buy a step ladder.
Nice.
You should. You should.
This is where my chest would have come in handy. We could have stood on it. It's too bad it weighs 25 pounds.
Yeah.
Empty.
Okay. All right. So you take the discount. Are you taking the key with it? Just out of curiosity. Or are you leaving the key up in the?
I mean, I would turn the key, take the key, unscrew it,
Okay. Yeah.
and then.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you've unscrewed it and you've got the disc and the key.
Yeah.
And as soon as you take that down, it's like, what is the problem here? I mean,
You lost me.
Well, you're locked up, so. I
Yeah.
mean,
look, I wasn't gonna kill anyone over this. I knew someone would come for me eventually, so we could talk sense into people.
I'll just take a step back from Locke and Pepino.
I'm gonna look at Locke. I'm like, do you want to be the good cop or do you want to be the bad cop?
I'll be the bad cop.
Okay. I'm gonna say, look, I want to believe you. All right, I really do. My friend here, he has some. We have some disagreements.
There's no way we can trust him. Look at him, locked up for a reason. Obviously, you all just said it. Look at him.
Oh, I'm looking.
In with Colins. Think about it. He's a triton. We ought to just gut him like the fish he is. I'm going to draw my dagger and
I'm like,
intimidate check.
Easy there, big guy. Easy there, big guy. Can't even defend himself. I'm gonna say, look, I really want to help you. All right. I want everyone to have a good night's sleep. I don't want anyone to get stabbed, especially you. So you gotta give me something to work with, all right?
Okay.
Why do you think Jefferson did this to you?
He gives both of you a good long look. All right. Do you each, since you're trying to be persuasive and you're trying to be intimidating, why don't you guys both make checks separately?
I think a 15. Let me double check.
Okay. Oh, I need to roll. I'm sorry.
17.
17.
This would be incredible if they pulled this off, I'll say to Iliana.
Bunch of fools. Iliana
Okay.
actually turns and walks into the other room.
Okay. I'm sorry. What was yours, Locke?
8.
8. Okay.
Sadly.
Okay.
That wasn't very scary.
You're just too good looking. You're just way too handsome.
You're just
Yeah.
too naturally charming to be that threatening. Like,
Yeah.
sort
yeah.
of grinning
So
the whole time. Yeah.
he kind of, gives you some side eye and is like ignoring you, and then kind of looks at Pepino, and he gets down low to Pepino and says, I don't know what to tell you that can make you change your mind. Look, Jefferson and I have never gotten on. It's life on the ship, though. I serve Captain Artavius. That's what I'm here for. And I don't know why he targeted me. I mean, maybe it was 2 birds, 1 stone, but here I am.
How long have you known Artavius?
I mean, he picked me up probably about a month or so before we made our journey over.
Okay, so you haven't known him that long.
No.
Okay. And then, how long has Jefferson known Artavius? Do you know? The ballpark guess.
He was new to the crew when I had joined,
Okay.
so not long before I did. Yeah.
And then, do you have any? What do you think it would be within the realm of possibility that the captain was actually the one letting the mer people know where we were?
Oh, I don't know. I hadn't considered that. I mean, possibly, but I don't know. Captain Artavius was so, I don't know, level-headed when we were having this conversation. Like, Jefferson was losing his fucking mind and was insisting that I was the reason that someone had broken in and that I had to, you know, that this was about a mutiny and that I needed to be removed from the ship immediately. I mean,
how would you describe your
Insight
relationship?
check that, by the way.
Yeah.
all right, go ahead and do
That
your
little
insight checks.
story.
I've been sort of scanning him this whole time to see if I could do an insight as well, if that's cool.
Okay.
I just
Yeah.
want to...
Yeah. Anyone
my
who wants to
PI
insight
stuff.
check in, go right ahead.
Ha 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 ha.
Okay.
Go ahead, Locke.
5.
24.
Okay.
Yeah. Rolled a 19. Yeah.
Anyone else?
I'm just working on finding holes in his story. So
Okay.
not really-
Okay. Okay. So I am going to send you a message, Dan. On
Okay.
Can you get it on Zoom?
I can get it.
Okay.
Zoom
I'll send it.
or-
I'll text it.
Okay. Cool.
No, it's fine. I'll text it while we're having this. I can do both. I can
You've
do
got
both.
Does Llennoc hit like the doubt button on the controller?
X for down.
Yeah.
You can keep asking me questions. I'll
Okay,
answer.
I would have asked, how would you describe, up until the accusations, your relationship with Jefferson?
Contentious. I mean, he doesn't like that I'm the storm master. I mean, he feels that the first mate should be above the storm master, but he's never been on a ship that has a proper, I don't know, way of doing things. I mean, come on. He's practically a reformed pirate.
Yeah, but... So, how do you know that?
I mean, have you talked to anyone on the ship before? They'll tell you all his stories. He has some of his old crew on the ship with him.
Llennoc, you talked to some people on the ship, right?
Aye.
So, you hear anything like that?
Did any of them mention anything along those lines? Was a general...
I would say that you kind of like asked around to corroborate his stories. You couldn't corroborate all of them, but it only sounded like there were like 2 or 3 other guys that might have been on the ship with Jefferson that might have been able to do that. So, you know, you kind of got the idea that maybe some of the stories might have been true. Some people had some bad feelings about the people that Balin was talking about, but you couldn't actually get anything out of them. They all seemed like thick as thieves, though, you know. So.
Right. Okay.
Mhm.
Well, it's tough to say. Some folks agreed, but you know, a lot of buddying up there with folks, so I can't say with any certainty.
Balin, is it possible it was like just a misunderstanding, or were you caught doing something that you shouldn't have been doing?
I wasn't caught doing anything. They got me out of my room. If it was a misunderstanding, I don't understand it either. I feel it like it was a target from Jefferson to get me off the ship and out of his hair.
Okay.
Look, I don't like seeing you held up here. Either way, whether you're innocent or guilty, it pains me to see you bound like this. I really want to let you out, but I just need you to be... I can tell that you're holding something back. You need to share it. We're here to help. We want to get you out of this cell. Share with us. We'll get you some proper... You must be dying of thirst.
We
get
got
you
some bacon.
We have the most delicious bacon, and I'm going to take some out so we can smell some of it.
It's just so tender.
Okay.
This is yours.
Okay. Make a persuasion check for me. One last persuasion check. Oh, shit.
Okay, 17.
Yeah, no. You rolled an 18 plus. So, yeah. He kind of like looks at all of you and says, I can't believe we're even having this conversation. And before any of you can really get the idea of what's going on, you see his hand kind of come up and wave, and he starts to say a little something, and I need all of you to please make a wisdom saving throw.
I'm so tired of my friends casting spells against me.
Even in the next room, Victoria? Because Iliana walks to the next room.
Let me look and see how far. Hold on.
Wisdom?
This is the kind of thing my blood will give me a advantage against.
Sleep.
Yes, it would.
Or something.
And then,
Or charm.
are you watching from the other room,
No.
Iliana? Or
Mm-mm.
no? Okay, then
No.
you are okay. Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 20.
20. Okay.
I have advantage. So.
Llennoc rolled an 8.
An 8. Okay.
17.
And
Nice.
a 17. Okay. So, Pepino, you notice that your two friends next to you suddenly just sort of relax a little bit. And the gentleman in the cell turns to him and says, look, this is getting out of hand. I can help you. Let's just take care of this. Let me out of this stupid cell in this stupid room. Find a way to get me out. And Llennoc and Locke, you are compelled to do so. You are charmed.
Okay, I'll start picking the lock.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and make a thieves' tools check for me.
What is that?
I should pull that other die back out of the bag. I'm just kidding. Oh, of course.
I'm gonna,
A dirty 20.
Okay.
I'm-
Ding! You open up the door opens. Yeah. Oh, thank you. And he just sort of dusts himself off and
course.
starts to push the door open. I appreciate it. Can you do it to this one?
Wait.
Aye.
Can I do anything?
I don't know. Can you?
Okay, so Llennoc opens the
He opens the door, and Valen's going towards his stuff, and the other one trying to get Llennoc to open the door for him.
Are these really quick? Are these the type of like prison doors that just lock as soon as you close them?
I would say no. You can tell that it's like a key situation. So if it swings shut, it's open. Yeah.
Okay.
Does it make any noise, just in case
Iliana
hears anything, or the door itself?
I would say it would swing back shut. So Iliana, you can make a perception check just to see if you're.
Well, I mean, I would have. Yeah, I was also.
Oh, you would have called her. Okay,
Yeah.
then that's fine. Yeah, don't even have to do that. Yeah, if you want to call her.
I'll poke my head in. Oh, you came to your senses.
No,
Fine.
they're being controlled.
No,
I
just
forgot.
calm down. That's all. We're just being calmed down.
No, they're being controlled.
Did you get tired of waiting?
No, they're being
No,
controlled.
I'm asking Balin.
I tried to talk some sense into them, and they just kept being ridiculous and going round and round. And I just need to get my stuff so I can get out of here and I don't know, warn someone at the assembly about what's going on.
Well, the thing is, using magic against them to control them is not really trustworthy, do you think? And I'll draw my sword again.
Is it Iliana? Is it not trustworthy to use magic against us?
I feel that wasn't about me.
I actively had my sword drawn. Look, either come straight with us, or I think you can see where this is going.
I have already told your friends that everything that they need to know about the situation. I don't know what else to tell you. I have been forthright and honest.
They've been asking questions for you and you haven't answered them.
What questions haven't I answered? You left the room.
You haven't answered like any.
I was here before. Before I left the room, you still didn't answer any questions. It's not... I mean, I was willing to give you a chance, but if you're going to just command them to do what you want...
Look, I got tired of waiting for them. And if you're really going to screw around with me, I'm going to get tired of waiting for you.
Cool beans, let's go at this.
No, guys, everybody relax. Everybody relax. All right? Nobody cast spells at each other for like 2 minutes. We can figure this out. Balin, we'll let you out. You just need to be forthright with us, please. Just tell us what you're not telling us, and you know what it is. Come on.
I would say make one last persuasion check. With
Natural
advantage.
20.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't need it? All right.
I'm rolling like off the charts tonight.
Nice.
Yeah.
You're
I'll
taking all the
balance
luck
that
out
out.
of
Yeah.
taking all the luck out of Dan's dice tonight.
Dan, give
Okay,
me
so
your
with
percentage.
that 20, what is your
23.
what is the total? 23. Sorry. Damn. What? So he also rolled a 23. Can you roll a second time for me, please?
God. Dan, give me your energy.
You still have advantage because we're just
Okay.
rolling. Yeah.
Thank goodness.
Okay.
Okay, so I rolled a 3, and then I rolled a 1. So
I'm the wrong energy. I'm sorry.
I also rolled a 3.
Oh.
Matched up again.
it's just a battle of wits. We're just like
staring
we're
at
having like a psychic battle.
Exactly.
We're just staring at each other. We're waiting for
Just
the
get
point.
more
Yeah.
time.
It's a really terrible, zoom in on your eye, zoom in on his eye, zoom in on your eye, zoom in on his eye.
I'm gonna have Greg just like give him a little 5-pound push.
Five-pound push to
listen to
knock him
reason.
off the scent. Okay,
No,
give
just
him
to, just to get him to like listen to reason.
Okay.
Okay, there we go. 16.
16.
I
Okay.
rolled
all
a
right.
13. So
Okay. So, so I rolled a 9. So finally, okay. So he kind of stares you down for what seems like an eternity as the two of you just
staring contest.
staring contest at each other, and says, "Look, I knew Jefferson from before. What I told you is true.
But you are also a pirate.
Smuggler.
Okay. Oh, okay. Yeah.
And look, he found out that I talked to Llennoc. Wanted to get rid of me. Had the perfect opportunity. I truly do not know who broke into the captain's quarters. I am a little bit worried, though, that now that you say something, Pepino, maybe the captain knows about what's going on. I don't know.
I mean, you know that he was killed briefly on the first attack.
Right. I mean, who knows if this has anything to do with those attacks? Nothing happened after the second attack.
Okay, but weren't we under the impression? Sorry, can you stop fucking with my friends? Can you let them?
Can I unlock
Can you
this
release
yet or
the
what?
Sure.
I
Still haven't found the key.
Drop a charm. Yep. Wait, can I even drop it? It's just an hour.
Nice.
It's not concentration.
No, it's not concentration.
Just
Well, yeah.
tell them to
Spellcaster can drop their
to think
spells, as far as I
critically.
know.
Yeah.
Yes,
You
that's-
guys are.
Different
command
party,
them
maybe.
to think critically and
Yeah.
to be themselves.
Yeah.
So what was
Okay.
Llennoc unlocking? What did he tell them to unlock?
Just the other room, so he can get all of his stuff.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
they clearly just threw all of his junk into the. I mean, clearly, the captain didn't think I was that much of a threat. He wouldn't have put all of my things into this building with me.
Insight check.
I'm
Okay,
gonna be
yeah.
pissed. I'm gonna start rolling up my sleeves up past my elbows.
That's a 16 insight.
Okay. Let me double check. Yeah, I mean, he seems pretty straightforward and honest.
They're like, all right, everybody relax. And I'm gonna start untying him. And say,
I'm gonna
"Trust
sheath
in
my
you."
sword.
Okay.
All right,
Okay.
it's all chill out. Drink. Let's have a drink. Let's share a drink.
All right,
You've just been a
Pepino.
bit more forthcoming in the beginning.
Share some bacon with each other. We can.
Oh, he's not getting any more of my bacon.
Oh my! Give him a slice, Llennoc.
Nope.
Just one
Is
slice.
that a
Nope.
euphemism?
He can get his own bacon and he can unlock his own door.
Iliana, get your head out
Another
of the gutter.
euphemism?
No.
Nice.
All right.
And well, we could unlock the door and see what's in there anyways.
So who locked you here? Because I was making a fucking scene out there, and nobody came by.
We came in about, I don't know, 2 days ago. Middle of the night. The captains of the assembly always have a key to the assembly houses, so
Sure.
they opened the door, threw me in here,
And just left.
and left.
And no one has been here since.
No, I mean, it was a few
And
days
it
ago.
makes sense if you know a building isn't being used.
Yeah. Well, I'm very sorry. But
Thank you.
isn't that kind of strange that they would willingly lock you in a place where they know you would starve to death and be completely not found?
Remind me of your name again, son.
Pepino Puccinelli at your
Pepino,
service.
That's right, Pepino. I'm so sorry. Pepino, you haven't been at sea very much, have you?
I mean, off and on. I dabble with the ocean.
All right.
It's complicated.
Yeah, it's,
The ocean and I have an off and on relationship.
you're talking to a triton, so he's very confused.
Yeah.
Look, mutiny is a serious offense.
Yes.
They were
It's
going to kill me.
punishable by death.
Yeah, they were going to
Yeah.
kill me one way or the other.
But I don't know. It just seems. It seems like they didn't want you to be found. And it's not that they wanted to, because they could have just killed you. They were going to kill you, and just dropped you in the ocean, or wherever.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is that in my time with Jefferson, he's not the smartest man, and I might have convinced him that as a Triton, I can survive if they throw me overboard, even if they kill me first.
Makes sense.
What? That makes sense. That makes sense too.
I mean, you never know.
Iliana
that
isn't
makes
as
sense.
dumb as Jefferson.
So she believes it? Wait, no.
Sailors are very superstitious.
Yeah.
I don't understand.
We had a lot.
The
we had a
last three
lot
sentences
of.
blew my mind.
We had a lot of stories about the sea where I came from. The sea is dangerous.
Wise words. Okay.
I mean,
Let's get you
it
out
is
of here.
dangerous.
Let's get you out of here. No one in
you.
town's gonna recognize you, right?
No, of course not. No.
Okay, Slim. Yeah, you can come. We'll have a drink at the bar. We'll figure this out.
Fantastic.
I'm gonna take some bacon out and walk up and hand it over, like just a few strips. Like, here. I'm gonna lean in a little bit. I don't appreciate what you did. I can understand why a starving person would do such a thing, but I have a bit of an obsession, you see, with the treasure that was on that ship. Now you can find a way to unlock his jail cell and get your stuff, I'm sure. But if you want it any time soon, you'll tell me what it was, and I'll go unlock it for you. Keep the bacon either way.
It is excellent bacon, by
It's
the way.
really good bacon.
It's honestly just.
Yeah, it's just.
It's.
It really is good.
No hard feelings.
Liana,
friends.
you haven't tried it yet. You don't know. You gotta try it.
No hard feelings, friend. It's
They
a
say it's
secret
nature's
I
candy.
might be willing to share after this ordeal, but maybe not yet.
Break
And he takes the bacon out of your hand, and then Misty steps into the the other
Nice.
cage,
That's awesome.
and starts grabbing like a few things, not everything, just like a pack's worth of stuff. And Misty steps back out.
All right.
You can find us at the Nail and Crow. I'll just turn to go out the door that Pepino came in because I want to check out the rest of the house.
All right, I'll see you there.
Yeah. We're just gonna snoop around for a bit, and we'll catch up.
All right, good luck. All right, and he's gonna head out the back door since it's clearly you guys broke that one door.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nice.
he may not have been able to hear you, but he certainly saw you. So he'll
Yeah.
head out the back door.
Made complete fools of ourselves.
Who did?
We all did.
Well, it's in front of one fish man. I think we're alright.
I don't think we made a fool of ourselves.
Yeah, you were funny.
Iliana leaves.
Well, there's a stairway out here. I'm going to call back in the room. I'm going to go up. I'm just going to go up.
Okay. All right. So you head up the stairway, and it comes to another door, which you kind of wiggle a little bit, and it is locked. But for the sake of brevity, I will say that because it's similar to the other locks, that you can easily pop it open.
Oh, okay.
And you open it up, and it looks like it's probably the living quarters of Fen, the assembly member that's running the show that is missing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess I'd just like to look around for any... I'm really looking for any information, anything I'd find valuable. Information regarding this whole thing at the top of that list, and then actual money valuables below that.
Okay. All right. So just make and are you like casing the room?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And are you doing it in a way that nothing is disturbed, or are you doing it in a way where you're like actually rummaging through stuff? And
I'm gonna rummage through
things.
thing. I don't care if it gets messed up. Yeah.
okay. All right. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me. What are the rest of you guys doing? Who's doing that?
I don't know. I'll help. I'll just start knocking things over. I don't know.
Okay. Is that helping, or is that making it worse?
Nice.
Okay. Okay. All
Um,
right. So you can make it an advantage if he's helping. Yeah.
Nice. That does help. 19.
19. Okay. With a 19, I will say that you did find inside a wardrobe, in like a false bottom, you found a bag of coins, which I will get for you in a second. And then you notice, there is a desk up there. It looks like she's got an office on one half and sort of a sleeping area on the other. And there is a desk with a couple of open drawers that have like pretty generic paperwork that just, how she's running the town for the assembly, where to and from supplies are going to the other couple of outposts that are along the way. And then you do find one locked drawer in the desk itself. You find a couple of weapons, but nothing seems to be anything of too much value.
Okay.
In space, yeah.
All right. I'll just let everyone know.
All right.
Locke, are you doing anything in particular?
I'm basically doing the same thing Lennoc's doing, just looking, except I'm not looking to steal things, I'm just looking for information.
Okay, all right, yeah. So, because you're up there looking, I would say that you would find about the same amount of things. You guys find that one locked drawer in the desk that you haven't gotten to, but everything else seems pretty generic.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't open it. I would definitely try and open it and see if there's anything.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Sorry.
yeah. Go ahead and try. Do you want to just? Okay, so you're just trying to open it with your. Okay, yeah. Go ahead and make it.
Right. I guess I should check for traps.
Does it look like the key would fit in there?
Yeah.
No, it looks like the key does not fit. Too big for a desk drawer, too small for a door.
Nice.
Looks like it was for the disc.
Hoping. It works for everything.
Just a disc key. Yeah.
I need a magic key.
I'll try and look around, see if there's any trap-like funny business.
Okay, go ahead and look for traps.
Is that investigation or perception?
Oh, I'm sorry. That's. Are you doing it like? I would say that's probably a perception.
Okay. Yeah, 13.
Sorry. 13. Okay. Yeah, you can tell that there's a basic trap that is on. Yeah. And you can tell that like the triggering mechanism will happen either if you try and get it through the other side of the desk or if you try and unlock it.
Can I attempt to disarm that?
Sure. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh, 15.
15? Okay.
With thieves'
yeah,
tools,
you
that
pretty. Yeah, with your thieves tool for sleight of hand. Yeah. So
I'm sorry. That's actually a 17 because I have my.
Oh, 17?
my
Okay,
proficiency.
even better. Yeah. So with a 17, it's pretty easy for you to slide the mechanism out so that it doesn't trap either way. So the trap is disarmed.
Okay. And then I'll try and unlock it.
Okay, go right ahead.
The worst part. Oops. Come on. I'm cocked on the end. That's not any better. That's an 8.
An 8. Okay, yeah. So you disarm the trap, but you can't seem to get the drawer open.
This stupid shite. Lock this. I don't know. There was a trap. I disabled it, but I can't unlock the damn thing. I just stand up and throw my hands up. Like I don't know.
I've always wondered with desk drawers that are locked. Like, it's a desk.
Yeah.
I have a hammer.
Right. I hate to break anything inside.
True. What if there's a vial of something and it explodes? Kills you. Yeah.
I can take care of it
Oh.
if you'd like.
Well, I'd
But
love that, Pepino.
It's going to be the only thing I can open.
All right.
Hey, you think it's worth it, or do you want to? Sorry, there's a bug flying
This is
around.
the head honcho's office here. I imagine there has to be something important in here.
But I'm just worried, like, what if we find a safe, or like?
We'll pull the safe
Could come back tomorrow.
right out of the
Yeah,
wall.
that's
Right.
actually-
No one's here.
That's an excellent point. Yeah. Okay.
We could just
I'll,
sleep here. Like,
I'll cast knock on the desk.
All right.
I
So
need
with
that.
that, yeah, you hear the click, and the drawer seems to be able to be opened.
What's inside? What's inside?
So as you open it, a quick rummage through. This is clearly the paperwork that was not to be found. So you definitely see there's correspondence with some of the people, Rory included, and it looks like some of the masters of the assembly that are in there. There is a singular vial, and then there are several maps that do not reflect the same information that were on the map, the map that you guys were given either.
Sweet.
So, as you pull apart the contents of this drawer and are kind of like spreading it out and taking a look and assessing what you guys have found, that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
Ooh.
At 1 o'clock. 1:03. Sorry, guys.
Dude.
Trying so hard.
No, that's your
Really
A-okay.
Yeah. Steven's not here, so yeah.
Right.
Man.
Juicy.
Juicy. I know. I thought for sure you guys were gonna end up finding oh my god, I almost said Daxel. Elxaris and Derik tonight. Yeah.
I was getting the distinct impression that I wasn't supposed to pursue it any further, so I was like, well, I'll just...
No, you were just rolling poorly. Yeah, sorry.
I know that too. No.
No, you were just rolling poorly.
Awesome.
So yeah, okay. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out and playing. Thank you, viewers, for sticking around. And it's really interesting that stuff about Jefferson came out when Derik wasn't here to hear it.
Yeah.
So we'll see how that goes. So awesome.
Boy.
So yeah. If you if you want to hang out with us a little bit more this week on Tuesday nights from 10 to 1, we have our All Evil campaign where we're getting into even more fun and goodies. We just were given some new magical items to get crazy with. And then on Friday nights, we have our good Align campaign from 10 to 1. I know. Our drama club on
the
Friday
drama
nights.
club on Fridays.
Yeah, great. And of course, we're here on Sunday nights from 10 to 1. So come and hang out next Sunday when Stephen will be back. So Derik may or may not hear about all of this Jefferson backstory. So,
nice.
awesome. All right. Okay, guys, have a great night. We'll see you guys next week.
Thank you. Take care, everyone. Bye.